Don't be a hater all your fucking life. Like, if you don't like the live, if you don't like what I'm talking about, get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Maybe you, if you did what you were supposed to do, you wouldn't be so fucking mad attacking my fucking live. That don't make no damn sense. Like, leave me alone with your hating ass. Ending my freaking live. Anyway, with the full card, you know, you're having new beginnings, all right? That don't make no dang on sense. Like, someone's attacking the live. Good. Like, you a hater. You know what I'm saying? I'm just so sick of these type of people that be hating all the freaking time. Like, your daily job is to be a damn hater. How do you like your position? Are you happy? Are you satisfied with your life? You'll never be happy coming for me, because I'm going to always keep going. I'm going to always be consistent. So while you hating, I'm going to still be happy. I'm going to still continue to elevate. I'm going to still work on myself. And the collective is too. So it's nothing you're going to do or can do. While you being a hater, I'm going to continue to keep going. I don't give a care what obstacles you try to put in the way. I'm going to always keep going until God tell me to stop. Because you sure ain't. You hating hoe. Don't make no damn sense. Anyway, so what I'm seeing here is that you're working on yourself. While someone feels left out, someone's not happy, they're refusing to evolve, they're refusing to grow. And you know, this is a person that hasn't done no work on themselves, but they want to connect with you. They're ungrounded, inconsistent with life. Tell me more. Clarify the Knight of Wands, ancestors. Yeah, these are people who still want to control things, but regardless of if they're wanting to control certain things or hold on to a relationship, they know that there's changes that are happening. Clarify the more. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, these are people who feel rejected because you're protecting your energy. And there's nothing these hoes can do about it. Clarify the Four of Pentacles, ancestors. Yeah, someone's trying to manifest a relationship with you. Someone's very confident that they can manifest a relationship. This is a person who wants to manifest a loving emotion that they want you to have. Someone's trying to manifest your emotion. Okay, so this is a jealous or controlling fire sign, man or woman. This could be anybody. Clarify who this is. Someone who wants to come towards you. They want to communicate to you. They want to reach out to you. This is someone who wants to take action towards you. Okay, because they're like really wanting to like be family with you. They find you to be someone who's very abundant, okay? They want to bring in an offer to you. Clarify more. Yeah, but with the Justice in reversal, this is someone who is not fair, someone who is not going to hold themselves accountable. They're going to come in acting like y'all cool, but in the end, it's going to be someone who is not going to be right. They're not going to be righteous. You know, this is a person, they're going to half-ass you, okay? So clarify this Justice. What would they do if they were to come back to the collective? How would things be if they would come back to the collective? So we got the Sun. We got the... Okay, so what I got is the Ten of Pentacles, the Sun. So the issue is they see that you could be abundant. They see that you bring a lot, okay? So this is what they're clear on. This is what they've been thinking about. The problem is Four of Cups. There could be rejection because you've healed, because you grew up. You're not who you were, who you are, who you were. Clarify the Four of Cups. There, you know, the issue is the Nine of Pentacles. You're not accepting the bare minimum. Or you could be being selfish with your energy. Clarify this Nine of Pentacles. Someone who is very arrogant, very controlling, and selfish. This is a person that don't have nothing to offer. I can't make this up, okay? Clarify the Four of Pentacles. This is a person that you're going to walk away from because in the end, it's over. You know, and as much as someone wants to keep a cycle open, I'm seeing here that you're rejecting it because you've already grew up. You know, you're in this star energy. So you growing up, you rising up, you becoming your best self has rejected what no longer serves you. This is the sun. This is what has been exposed. This is what you've been thinking about the whole time. So with the sun and the hangman is someone who is clear on how to gain their fulfillment, how to gain you know, what they want in their life, internally and externally. Okay, so this could be, you know, to have your physical being, your mind, your mental space be clear, and your energy be clear of negativity. You know, you can't deal with someone who's in the reversal. It's a reversal man who is very controlling and don't want to shut things, don't want to shut out of cycle, but also don't have absolutely nothing to give and is not holding themselves accountable. All they know is what they want from you is what they're not getting. And so this is a person who has been doing a lot of manifestation on you to make you or put you into a very loving, innocent energy that you're no longer in when it comes to this person. And so with that, this person is losing control because they're undisciplined, undisciplined. They're in their ego. I guess this person thinks that they can have whatever they want. They're very burdened about how things used to be in the past. You're in a whole new life cycle. You being in a new life cycle will not give this person an opportunity because to do things again, because first off, you're represented as the hermit. Okay, the hermit is someone who's very knowledgeable, someone who has or is mastering thyself. You've healed a whole lot, collective. You've come into this star energy. Okay, so because you come into the star energy, you're someone who's risen, someone who's gained a lot. Make sure y'all hit the like button because there's people that have attacked the live, shut my live off, so I won't be able to get more people coming in. It's just a bunch of haters. You know, it don't make no sense. It really don't. But you ain't gonna ruin my day, baby, because when you do that to me, that happens in your life. It shows up in your life. It don't stop me from absolutely nothing. I'm never gonna stop. I just hope you know that. You're gonna always be mad. You're gonna always be mad because me and the collective, we're never giving up. So anyway, clarify the selfie. So we got the selfie as you're very protective of your energy. You're not playing when it comes to you, collective. You don't play with you, okay? And it's because of the hard work that you're putting in, okay? So if anyone tries to come between that, trust and believe me, there are ancestors, spirit guides, angels, the Most High, that is protecting you from any type of distractions. Okay? Any type of distractions that want to come in your way to stop you. And they ain't doing shit. They're not. Make sure y'all go check out my website, the collectivecode.me. And go buy the decks, guys. Support the channel. So we got information that could be coming out. There's fast movement here. A lot of people talking about you, collective. It could be a King of Cups talking about you. This is a water sign man. Who is this? This could be a person talking about how calm and collective you are and how driven you are. Okay? You're coming up as someone who is in leadership, someone who's taking action. This is what someone could be thinking about. It's also, hold on, let me make sure this is right. Clarify the energy behind the King of Cups and the King of Wands. What is the energy here? Clarify this energy. It's you in this phase of, you know, you're in your strength. You know, you're in this boss energy. And there could be a earth sign who could be hurting about this. Someone who's trying to stay grounded. Someone could be grieving. Tell me more, ancestors. Yeah, that's true. Someone's grieving. Someone feels very low right now. Someone ain't doing well emotionally. You know what I'm saying? The problem is, whatever you dish out, make sure you could take it. Because, you know, the issue is when you try to hurt people, it go back to you. It's always gonna go back to you. You know, karma is real. And some people, they don't think it's real, but they're learning, you know? The problem is, collective, you're growing, okay? You're growing, you're evolving, and you're healing. You could be healing. You got new opportunities. You could be a queen. You could be a earth sign woman, or you could be a water sign woman. Someone who's invested a lot in yourself. You're getting out of a difficult time. And, you know, I'm seeing here that there could be a lion-ass earth sign around you who's no good. Okay, so let's see what this person is up to. Make sure y'all hit the like button, please. Support the channel. Share. You know, someone's literally ended the freaking live, so I had to redo it again because of jealousy and hate. People should really heal so you won't be in competition or jealous of others for succeeding. But anyway, with the earth sign, this King of Pentacles, clarified with the Seven of Swords. What is this person up to? They're not wanting to. They're resisting change. Tell me, what are they up to? They're going through karma, and they don't even believe it. You know, this is a person. They're not wanting to realize what they're going through. Things, you know, for their actions, what they've been doing to you, collective. It's a lot of hate. You know what I'm saying? What I'm seeing here is someone who's thinking. Someone could be thinking, they're not saying everything out loud, but they do realize that they are going through a lot of karma for the things that they've done. And this is someone who's resisting change. They don't want things to change. You know, someone's trying to keep clarify this King of Pentacles. Yeah, they're trying to act like they're okay about an ending. I feel like you've clarified this Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands. Yeah, so what I'm seeing also is that you've confidently closed out a cycle that ended in a lot of pain, okay? So this is a lot of betrayal that you went through in your life. But I'm seeing here that, you know, it ended. You know, there's a transformation that's happening where you get to balance your life out a lot better, and it's because of what you've been through. So although you went through a lot, collective, I do see that it's a transition that's happening along with the pain that you've gone through because of certain people. And Spirit is like, you know, continue to be in your isolation at this time, because this is a very good time for you to start manifesting and staying fully in control of your life. Okay, you've gotten clarity of that, and so, you know, there is opportunity here for you because of that reason alone. You know, when you are by yourself, you're able to be more of a clear thinker, and it's showing me that there is opportunity for you. And I know it could be a burdensome to, you know, people that really don't want to see you do well. People that are watching you could be talking about you, that you're protected from. These people, they actually have their answer. They're no longer confused. You know, they just feel burdened because it's nothing you're going to do to stop, okay? So you're going to keep going no matter what. And so with the Queen of Pentacles, this is a person who feels very, they feel insecure about that. Tell me more, clarify this. They feel very insecure because this person, they know that this cycle is over, and they don't know what to do. You know, there's a person that feels like, clarify this, they feel sad, they feel rejected, you know. But the problem is it would have never been like that if someone didn't treat you the way they did. So what the star card is, you know, someone's hoping that y'all can get back together, that things could work with you, but things have changed. You know, the tower is telling me that there has been an abruption. You know, God is like, no, okay. So even though someone feels they're in this phase where they feel like choosing you will cause them to win, but really Five of Cups is showing me that it's just going to cause a lot of grief, okay. Someone's grieving, trying to act like they got it all under control, but really this person is not disciplined at all, and it's because they want to give you an offer, okay. So someone's sad, they're crying, and they're just sad and reminiscing about the old days, the past. The past no longer exists. Someone lives too much in the past, and the problem is, what I recognize is that people who live in the past will never heal, because, well, I'm hoping they will, but it's difficult to heal when you are remembering what used to be that is no longer. You know, people change, and some people don't like people to change, but people change, and the reason why people change is because when there's been too much hurt that has been involved in certain situations because of people who've been hurting you, that think that they can do whatever they want to do and just come back whenever they want. It just, you know, people they don't get immune to the hurt, they get thicker skin. They go through this cycle, they realize the cycle, and then they close out the cycle because they don't want that hurt no more. So, you know, we're no longer becoming immune to being hurt by people that are not healed. So with that said, you know, you're in this self-love era collective. You know what you deserve. You know what you should have around you, or who you should have around you. And when it comes to people from your past who are still trying to control certain pathways, it's just not gonna happen. Especially because the problem is someone is going through, I really feel like someone could have like mental health issues, you know, someone who really feels that after they've done you dirty, that they could just walk back in and act like nothing happened. You gotta be, something's wrong. So, you know, Spirit is just saying that you may need to heal. You may need to heal, whoever you are. Spirit is telling you to seek a therapist, okay? Because it's possibly getting really, really bad right now. And this is not where you should be. So we got the healer, clarify healer. Yeah. So we got, because there has been changes. Look at all these major arcana cards, swift changes that have happened. These changes have caused your ancestors to be able to like have a load taken off of them. Your ancestors are knowing that they're like clapping for you. They're supporting you. They've seen what you've been through. They've seen what you've grown. Even if you don't have it in the physical, the 3D realm, they do see it in the 5D realm, where, you know, maybe you've prayed for things or you've healed, you know, because you don't physically see healing, only through actions and how you do things. But the ancestors, when you heal, the ancestors heal. The ancestors are able to evolve and do a lot better. They feel like a load is lifted because now they can do more. They can help you more. And so this is what's happening. Your ancestors are like, okay, now I can pass you the torch. You know, you close out this cycle. Congratulations. You've evolved now. You know, there's been changes, and it's not happened swiftly, but what's going on, because this is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, even though it's talking about some sort of action that you've taken, the action is moving forward, continuing to move forward, continuing to do what you were supposed to do, continuing to heal. Okay, that was the goal, to heal. And so you're rising above. Okay, you're becoming better, which is giving you new opportunities here. Okay, a new offer. Tell me more. Yeah, so we got the King of Swords here. The King of Swords is saying that there could be some decision that you could be making. There could be a new partnership or a new decision that you're going to be making. Tell me more about this. Okay, so we got the High Priestess here. There is a decision that you could be making that you're not telling nobody about. If not, then you have the inner wisdom to make a certain decision. You've gotten clarity. Your ancestors are really, really wanting you to focus, okay? Don't let nothing get in your way at this time. This is not the time. This is not the time. Spirit is like, I want you to be selfish right now, okay? Be very selfish. You don't need to be giving too much at this time. It's okay to be selfish, all right? So yeah, because it's going to help you to heal. It's going to help you because you're in this phase of recovering and doing a lot better for yourself. Tell me more, ancestors. What's going on here? Thank you. All right, so yeah, you're in this phase of mastering thyself, okay? And there is a lot of planning that you are doing. And so it's giving you, you're making decisions to expand because you've already gotten the knowledge. Thank you, the Bebs, DEBCB. Thank you. So you've already gotten information. There's choices. You're going to be making some choices in the future. You're definitely making choices in the future because you've learned a lot, okay? So it's going to be a new opportunity for you, collective. I'm seeing a new opportunity. What is this opportunity, please? If you want me to say it. Okay, so we got the Magician in the reversal. Why is the Magician in the reverse? Okay. So, okay, I see what it's saying. Spirit is wanting you to be careful about decisions that you're going to be making. One could be filled with manipulation, okay? Clarify this manipulation. Clarify this Three of Pentacles. Clarify this. So whatever manipulation someone tries to do, they're not going to be able to do it. Okay? The manipulation and the control, whatever, it's just not going to work. Okay? This is my Magician card in my Tower. So yeah, someone's manipulation is not going to work. Clarify this, the Magician in the Tower. Yes, dealing with either money or, yeah, dealing with money, or clarify this Ten of Pentacles. Someone's stressing about money. Someone's either stressing about money that they tried to control or family. Tell me more about this, ancestors. Yeah, they're someone's very, very sad, okay? So it's someone who's stressing. Clarify this Page of Cups. Clarify the Page of Cups. Someone's very happy, though. Someone's very happy, or you will be. You're going to have a new beginning. All right, and someone is so sad about this. Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles. Who's this Three of Pentacles? God, please. People that you walked away from. People that are feeling very sad and defeated. It's a fire sign man. So I'm seeing you about to get, you're going to be coming into, clarify this Ten of Pentacles, ancestors. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Someone's very hurt about a relationship. Clarify this 10 of Pentacles, please. Clarify this. Someone's crying over you, okay? Someone's very sad. Someone's very sad. They're going through it. They're going through it. Someone's like, I need you. Someone's sad. What's going on here, God? Who is this person? Clarify the 5 of this Emperor here. Person, 10 of Swords. This person's feeling very, very, they feeling messed up, okay? Someone going through it because you walked away. And they're trying to stay grounded throughout this, but someone's very sad. They crying. Someone's crying a whole lot. Clarify this 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. If it's not about money, it's a relationship that's over. Okay? So there's fast movement here for you. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, someone wants to come. Someone wants to reach out to you. Someone wants to call you. Clarify this person here. Someone wants to call you to heal things. And if this is not, this is someone who's planning to, someone who feels very burdened or sad about how they handle things. Is this a person who's sad about how they handle things? Clarify this. Okay, with the Lover's card, someone wants to like make a fair, like make something right. Okay, so it's giving me that there could be communication or like people working together when it comes to you and certain decisions for your life. You know, this is God changing things in your life to elevate you and make things better. Okay, this could even deal with the justice system. Whatever the case is, I do see that there is opportunity here for you, collective. If you're going through anything that's serious, I see things getting better for you. Okay, so you know, don't worry. I want you to hold on. I want you to continue to keep strong, okay? I know a lot of you are going through a lot, and it's because of ignorance and a lot of crazy people, mentally ill people that just don't make no sense, you know? So I want y'all to continue to stay prayerful, you know, continue to be strong and never lay down for a lazy hoe that wants your energy because they've not worked on their self. Never go back to these people, okay? So I do see that there is changes that are trying to happen for you. I want you to continue to maintain, be strong throughout what you're going through. Don't give up, all right? And I'm just wanting to say that I appreciate your stories and you communicating through your channels. Those who have YouTube channels that are telling your story and you know what happened, because it gives me an understanding of what's going on. You know, I'm able to figure it out. Like, okay, what am I the only one? You know, it's a lot of us that are going through this, a lot of chosen ones that are going through this. So I want to just, you know, give you my love and tell you that we got this. I wish we all could, you know, be together, you know, and, you know, come together. I would really, really like for a lot of the chosen ones to come together, because the issue is they have a lot of us split up. It's a lot of us that are split up, a lot of us that are in different cities, different states. And I just wish that for all those who are going through foreshadowing, gang stalking, we could all just, you know, form some sort of community. So I will be having a group that I would really like the collective to go through, the 15%ers, those who are going through the gang stalking and all that. I'm building that now. So if you don't mind, don't forget, like, go to my website. If you are a part of the 15%ers, go to my website and put your email in, and I'm going to send you all emails of this group that I want to form for the collective, okay? For those who are going through foreshadowing, gang stalking, and all of that. If you're one of those, like, please email me your information so that we could have a relationship. We need to communicate with our people, you know what I'm saying? So we don't feel like, oh, it's just me. You know, it's a lot of us out here. Hi Danielle, nice to meet you. So yeah, guys, go, you can email me at hold on, let me give you my email. You can go on my website and email me at hello@thecollectivecode.me. hello@thecollectivecode.me. All right, so let's get started. Let's finish. All right, so yeah, there is clarify. So there's hold on, clarify more. Okay, so you've gotten clarity. You know, this clarity that you have is causing you to feel as if there is hope here. There's you know, like some sort of excitement here, you know, with the clarity that you have. I'm seeing Four of Cups. You may not be taking, you may, let's see, we got the Four of Cups with the full card. So yeah, your new beginning does not include, clarify this Four of Cups. What does it not include? You're listen here. Your new beginning, it is about you rejecting what no longer serves you. What you're doing is balancing your life. There's things that you could be juggling, but I do see that there is victory that you have here. Clarify the Three of Cups. Yeah, so you're, listen, there is some sadness that you could be having. You could be a water sign. You're working really hard, but you could be going through financial issues. Tell me more. Yeah, you could be going through a lot of sadness right now. Why, ancestors? What's going on here? It's because of irrational people. Someone who's very irrational. Tell me about this person. This person who feels unsettled about a breakup or about someone making some sort of decision. It could be a karmic relationship or someone who's very nasty acting because you're not dealing with them. This is somebody who is mad because you left them where they are. Someone's very bitter about a relationship. This is a water sign who's constantly working on herself. Clarify the energy behind the water sign. Yeah, so she's in this place of just wanting balance and harmony, you know, connection. All right. And I feel like she could be wanting to connect with, you got people that want, who are like, who follow the rules, who have integrity, who want new beginnings, and who could be stressing right now. They're going through a lot, you know, working on themselves. They got a lot of sadness. You could be sad, but you're working on yourself. And there are people who are very vengeful. With the Knight of Swords and a Lover's card with the Five of Swords is people who could be watching you very angry, okay? With the Eight of Swords, people watching you very angry, feeling stuck. You know, these are people who are mad because they want to be a part. They feel like they're out of alignment with you. And, you know, it's not to exclude anyone, but because you've been through a lot, you got to put your sword up. You know, you got to be careful about who you're being connected to, because there are people who are not, they don't have it all. You know, there are people who play too damn much. So what I'm seeing is someone who feels mad or jealous because you know, there could be opportunity where your tribe could be coming together. Okay, so with the, I do see people wanting to work with you, people who could be also people who are like financially well kept, or they're wanting to communicate. You got men here wanting to communicate. These are people who are very, oh, you got people that are so angry. Ugh, look at this. Clarify these people. These people, they're not saying much, but they're like trifling. There's a lot of negativity around this person. Someone's so nasty acting. Look at this energy here. A group of people, very, very nasty. Look at that. It's like a lot of gossip, a lot of negative talking going on. People that are wanting to control. What is this? What's going on here, ancestors? What is this? Don't give it back. Clarify this. So you got good karma coming, and there are people who want to fight for something that is not theirs. Tell me more. People who want to be around you. People who claim they need you too. But these people, clarify these people, ancestors, with the 5 of Wands. It's this fire sign. King of Pentacles. Ugh. All of these men. 7 of Swords in the reverse with the 6 of Pentacles. These are people you're not given to. You're going to find out that if you even deal with these people, what would happen if the collective dealt with these people here? So we got the Empress, the 9 of Cups. You'll get betrayed, okay? You'll be betrayed. Spirit is like, know your worth, okay? You coming out as the Empress, the 10 of Cups. No, the 9 of Cups, you're fulfilled. But with the 10 of Swords, it's telling me someone will try to end your fulfillment in you, okay? Trying to control or grab onto you. These are people that are feeling sad and left out because of your decision. People that all of a sudden want to slowly come to you, but again, if they're not offering nothing, maybe a page, that ain't much, okay? You need more. So maybe someone got a little rattled when I said people like the 15%ers. I'm speaking to those who are ready to grow, not be negative or secretly mad and jealous and all that. Like, I really don't want to deal with people like that, and the collective don't either. So when I speak of the collective, it's those who are wanting to be on the path of righteousness, the straight and narrow. Those who want to do the right thing, those who are trying to elevate and become their best self, that are not going to bring drama or negativity, okay? So if you're about that life, if you don't want to bring negativity or, drama and all that, you can come on, okay? But anyone else, get the hell on, because the collective we're not dealing with you. It's nothing we need from you. Shit. A hater did that. One moment, guys. I can't believe it's happening. Oh boy, I can't believe that happened. All right. Let's get back to it. Clarify healer ancestors, please. Yeah, so you're just making way. You're in this phase of, you're wanting to be given to, okay? I do see that there could be people that support you, that could be trying to come along. They watching you, and they see that, you're in this phase of healing. You're healing. There's balance that is happening for you, collective. And I do see that people do recognize that you've been pouring into yourself. You've been really pouring into yourself. So, with that said, people are trying to figure out how to approach you as well. There could be a lot of communication about you, and they're unsure of how to connect with you. And it's someone who wants to like give to you, okay? So, clarify the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, the issue is you're not accepting just anything. You're just not. Okay, so someone could be trying to have a new beginning. Clarify more. Yeah, it's a queen of, it could be an Aries who could be watching you. She or he wants to heal things with you. Definitely want to bring in a new offer to you, okay? And so it's someone who could feel they really want it, okay? They really want to make things work with you. And they're wanting to like, secretly this person has a lot of fear in trying to maintain this connection with you. But I feel that someone is willing to sacrifice, anything. Well, not sacrifice like that, but they want to work with you, but they going through a lot. Someone's going through a lot. Okay, they want to collaborate. They want to work with you as a team. But I feel also as if the problem is Five of Pentacles is someone who feels as if either it won't be worth it, it may not be a good opportunity. This is someone who may be going through things financially and may feel like things are over with it when it comes to you guys. But they really do want to heal things. They feel like it would be a great opportunity for them, because then it's giving me that you have a lot to give. It's someone who's banking on what you give. Tell me more. Ace of Wands is somebody who clarify this person. They're really would like to have a new opportunity with you. Is this a new person, ancestors? Is this new? This could be a new person. Oh no, this is someone from the past. Is this new? This an old person. Is this old? Someone who wants to come out of conflict with you. Someone who wants to, they not let go. This is a person who's still not let go of a relationship with you. Okay? So with that said, yeah, someone from the past would like to make things better. It's a group of people that want to make things right with you. They've been talking about it. They want to heal. All right? So these are people who feel as if you bring a lot. You bring a lot of healing here, collective. Self-love is legacy. This is people who feel like you bring legacy, which is self-love. And they want you to give to them. They want you to support them. Or, let's see, clarify the Six of Pentacles, ancestors, please. The Three of Cups in the reversal. People that you will give to, but with the Three of Cups in the reverse, are people that are going to like pour out of your cup. Tell me more. Clarify this Three of Pentacles, these Three of Cups. Yeah, so Three of Cups with the Two of Swords. Two of Swords reverse are people who bring a lot of tension. They won't be working with you like that. So the issue is you'll be giving, but they won't. Okay? Be careful about people like that. Tell me more about these people. These are people who are want a relationship with you, but with the Nine of Pentacles, it will only be for their own gain. Okay? Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Come on now. Who would want something like that? And this fire sign, man, who is this? Clarify what he wants. He's trying to he's really trying to control this. He's really trying to make this happen. Okay, this man has been doing a lot of spell work, okay? And I mean, they've been alone doing it. They've been alone doing it. But they know that the spell work is only causing it to close out, a cycle to close out, it to be over. Tell me more. Yeah, so with the Ace of Cups in the reversal is someone feeling unfulfilled about that. Because Six of Cups in the reversal is you're not even caught on the past anymore. The past don't mean nothing to you. You realize and recognize and you've analyzed that the past only drank the hell out of you. All right? And because of that reason alone is why you're closing out this cycle. You're choosing to continue to work on yourself, continue to gain insight on your journey, on your path, collective. Isolate yourself. Yeah, so this is a person who's been isolating themselves. This is a person who's feels as if they can evolve throughout a relationship with you. Tell me more. But with the Ten of Cups in the reverse, it's just someone who's not getting their wish fulfillment. And it's because balance has to be restored. When the reason why balance is here is because there has to be justice. There has to be fairness. So whatever someone gave is what they'll be given. So I mean, it's giving me, it's an eye for an eye. You give. These are people who are talking about you, okay? So the problem is you'll be given, but they'll be manipulating. Or they'll be trying to manipulate you while you'll be really genuine, okay? Tell me more. Yeah, and this man here, this fire sign is literally losing it, okay? They're acting like everything is fine with the Two of Pentacles is someone who's out of control. They're losing it. They're losing their marbles, okay? Because it's over. This relationship is over, and they don't know how to handle it. So with the Three of Cups is people that, what are these people doing? What's going on with these people? These people could not be wanting to work with this fire sign. What is the relationship with the fire sign and these three people here? It's unfulfilled. They're not feeling happy with this person. They're not feeling happy at all. But they're in a connection with this person that they don't want to be in. They're wanting to reject this person. They're bored, And so, these are people who find themselves out of alignment in this community. It could be like a system that they're a part of, or whatever they got themselves into, child. The Lover's card in reversal is people who are very heartbroken because they have relationships that are unfulfilled with people that they are not happy around. These are people that feel stuck with this person. Definitely stuck, okay? You cannot make this up. So this is a person who could also be abusing their power. They could be mad because they're not getting their way, and they're trying to stay as if, or act like they're winning while they're in their ego. Someone who's trying to keep a false perception of themselves, but internally they are angry, always trying to win at all costs, very hostile when it comes to how they use their power. This person who's very negative, okay? Tell me more. Yeah, and with the Ten of Swords is someone who could feel as if, I just heard, I've done been through it. I've been through it all by now. I done been through it all by now. Or I thought I've been through it all by now. This person, they're going through a lot with these people, or these people are going through a lot with this person. And it's just a lot of egos, anger, people that are really not on the same vibration. There is a lot of negativity in these circles here, or in this community, and it's because there is information that's gotten out. People now see, they're able to reflect, they're able to see clearly on what has happened and how a person really is, and so it's, people that now want to run over there to you because they feel like, oh, I picked the wrong person. So clarify the more of the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so there are people who no longer really want to work with this person, even though they may feel bad. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so with the karma return, is just someone who's getting what they deserve. They've made a lot of reckless decisions in their life. These decisions did not pay off, and someone could be very disappointed because their wish fulfillments are not coming in like they thought they'd come in. All right, so this is someone who may feel sensitive about the past, may feel very heavy emotion about a past experience that they're not ever getting back. Okay, and it's because you've literally given to yourself, collective. I'm seeing here, you've also, you've poured a lot into you. So these are people who could be watching you pour into yourself, or these are people who could be pouring into you. But let's gain some more clarity and find out what this is. Spirit, tell me what these Six of Pentacles is. Who are the Six of Pentacles? People who betrayed you, okay? People who betrayed you, who you possibly given to, collective. You've given to, you poured into people. But people have made you feel as if you gave them nothing. It's sad that, you may have been a person who's given a lot, okay? And the thing is, I just feel like you've only gotten stabbed in the back for giving. So, Spirit is like, be careful now. You don't need to be given, that you don't need to be given like that no more, because I feel like it's caused you to feel really unhappy, okay? Very emotional. There is a water sign woman who could feel very drained at this time, is not feeling hopeful at this time with the Star card and the Queen of Cups in the reversal. Tell me more about this. Tell me more. Yeah, they know that there's changes that have happened. And so clarify the energy behind this water sign woman. Yeah, so they know that there's a relationship that's over. Tell me more. Yeah, and they really, they're knowing the truth about a relationship. They know the truth. And what do you mean by this? Oh, they know about what they've offered, okay? When it came to what they've either given to or taken from. So what did they give? Clarify this Ace of Cups. It's someone who wants to slowly reach out to you, okay? Secretively, this person has been thinking about this. Or this could be you and your new opportunities. Is this the collective ancestors? No, this is a fire sign man or earth sign man who could be very heartbroken, because the issue is it's a person who wants or who is refusing to evolve. This is a person who is very rebellious when it comes to God as well. I don't even like the issue is, even though they refuse to do the right thing, also refuse to evolve, there is justice that's going to be playing out, okay? So no matter what, is someone who's very clear on their toxicity or their defiant ways. Clarify the Judgment. someone who's very defiant when it comes to wanting what they want with you. Clarify the Judgment. They're going to lose, okay? They're going to lose when it comes to what they're wanting to manifest or create. This is a person who wants to be someone who's grounded, or, you know, they're wanting to be in control. And they're thinking on how to do that, how to bring a positive response, or a positive way of thinking to you, because there's justice that's playing out. But the problem is, without God, it ain't gonna work, okay? This person is not covered. And no offense, you know, but anytime I see the Judgment in the reversal, that is a concern to me. This is someone who refuses to follow the rules, or get back into alignment. Someone who's missing the bigger picture. Clarify the Judgment. Clarify the Judgment. Yeah, so it's someone who feels as if they can do things on their own, okay? They feel like, you know, I'm in control, I can handle it, you know, I could do whatever I want. But the problem is, they're not in control. They're not handling it. And even throughout their delusion, there is shift that is happening, which is causing for you to win and be totally connected to where you need to be, collective. And with the Five of Swords, it's someone who's mad at that. You know, someone who is watching you rise and could feel defeated about that. Clarify more about this. Yeah, because they're trying to force healing on something that's dead and stinking, child. Okay, there could be very heartbroken. Yeah, this is a person, they don't listen. They want to manifest that love that you once gave them, okay? That innocence that you once gave them. Someone's been doing spell work on you. All right, so just, you know, be careful of the emotions you have. Be careful of how you're feeling, because someone's definitely trying to get you to respond in a way that will make you feel insecure, which is also why I got the Queen of Cups in a reversal. This is representing someone who's very clingy, and, you know, someone who's very emotional, or like very too soft spoken, and, you know, controlling too. Could be jealous, or all, you know, unhealed individual. Okay, so with that said, you know, be careful of who you are connecting with at these times, because someone wants to force an emotion on you that you don't have. So clarify the Healer. So we got there are some decisions that someone has to make. And I feel that someone feels as if they could actually move forward with making these decisions. I feel like someone could be wanting to win at all costs, trying to take charge and win at all costs. And they're trying to figure out how to go about it. Yeah, okay, so we got Justice here. Justice with the Knight of Cups. So you're on your path, okay? You got decisions to make, and you're not playing when it comes to your vision, your goals, which is why the Five of Swords is here. It's you wanting to win at all costs when it comes to your life, your purpose, and what you need to do in your life, okay? So with the King of Wands and the Five of Swords, is somebody who is determined to get what they deserve, okay? So King of Cups is new offers and the knowledge to be able to gain it. You're in this phase with you where you've mastered a lot of yourself. And so there could be certain decisions that you've not made yet that you're planning to make. Clarify the Two of Swords. Yeah, maybe you're not clear on a lot of things, collective. Clarify more. There are things that you're aware. Okay, so clarify the Seven of Cups, ancestors, please. So the Seven of Cups is someone who could be finding out some information. There could be information that someone could have either destroy some documents in some way. They're trying to hide documents. What's someone doing? Clarify the Seven of Cups. It's a water sign. So she done the options that she thought she had, she don't have no more. And so she could be trying to hold on to the little that she has. Clarify this. What's going on here? Someone's trying to be strong throughout what they're going through. Yeah, so I do feel like, you're going to be okay. Clarify this Seven of Wands. What happened? Clarify the Seven of Wands. Seven of Cups. It's people that are messing with you. People that are messing with you. Clarify the Five of Wands. Clarify this Five of Wands, ancestors. People from your past. There are people who are still stuck in the past. They're arguing, talking about the past. They could be reflecting, having inner tension about how they feel about the past. People that are wanting to come to you. You got a water sign man who's wanting to like be emotionally manipulative when it comes to trying to heal things with you. All right, the issue is people are going through karma, okay? And with the death card is like cycles that are closing on relationships. People want to heal what y'all used to have, okay? Yeah, definitely people trying to heal what y'all used to have. It's a lot of fights and arguing going on right now. It's certain situations that you are very on guard about. So when it's Five of Swords energy, it's like you're not playing games with people. You got your sword up, and it's like, listen here, don't play with me because I'm not the one to play with. So these are people that I feel like you're coming out as someone who's very strict, okay? You ain't playing with your energy, collective. You're not playing. Guys, don't forget to go to collectorcode.me and go buy the decks, guys. Support my channel. I got decks, I got shirts, I got, support a sister. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Anyway, you're gonna have to buy all your guidebooks on Amazon, okay? They're sold separately from the Oracle, and it's because these are like books, okay? So that's why. So I did a lot of work, guys. I stayed up all wee nights of the hours doing this project, okay? It took me time to finish, so please support me. I'm telling you, to be worth every penny, all right? Anyway, what I'm seeing is someone who's gotten clarity, who knows that you're not playing, could be feeling a way about that. All right. And it's because they know you're not playing. They know that your sword is up, collective. You're not playing when it comes to who you are and what you represent or what you're giving. It's someone who feels a way about that. They feel left out. They do. They feel left out. But someone should have thought about that. Okay. Because it's only what's happening is your growth is hindering other people's your growth is hindering people's opportunity to come in and try to like play in your face, okay? We ain't allowing people to play in our face, all right? That just ain't gonna happen. So yeah, people are feeling a way about it. So yeah, you're coming into the coin. And there is clarity. You've got clarity of what you want and how you want it, collective. You're coming into someone who's very abundant, self-sufficient, and it's giving me that you know what you want. Okay, you could be a Queen of Wands, you could be an earth sign woman, or you could just be embodying this energy here where you're taking on a lot, collective, but you're getting through it. Okay, you're in this phase where you may be carrying a lot, but you ain't playing games when it comes to your vision and your goals. All right. So So with the Tower card is a realization that could be happening. There could be some changes that could be taking place when it comes to this. Someone's realizing that, oh, you could be stepping into financial stability. Clarify this Tower. Oh, shoot. Someone's very stressed over what you could be having. This is what someone's been thinking about for a while. Okay, this is all they're thinking about when it comes to you. Someone's like, damn, like you really doing your thing. You're really taking action. You're really working on yourself, collective. So with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups, it's someone who could be, in their head a lot. They're trying to figure out what to do. What are they trying to do? What are they trying to do? They're trying to ease their way back into into a relationship with you. Someone wants to have that Four of Wands energy with you, that Four of Wands relationship with you. They're planning. They wanting to figure out how to sneak their way back around, collective. Be careful, okay? Just be careful, because someone is really, really thinking about how you could be gaining financial stability. Clarify the Seven of Swords with the Seven of Cups, please. All right, so we got the high priestess in a chariot reverse. This is someone whose mind is out of control. They don't know how to feel. There's thoughts that they have that they don't want to think of, but the thoughts that they have are literally out of control. Okay. So yeah, this is somebody who's been trying to figure out they're thinking about how to take action towards you. Okay, someone's planning on how to get a good response. They've been doing a lot of magic on you, but the issue is King of Swords is someone who's trying to figure out how to manipulate things. All right, how to manipulate you, how to do it. With the seven of Cups, someone wants you in your head. They don't like being in their head. They want you in yours. So be careful of that, collective. I'm seeing here that this person, they're in their head a lot. They got a lot of fear going on mentally. And, you're protected from this person. So even though this person may want to come around, I'm seeing here that it's not like you're easily accessible. This is a person, a Queen of Cups, or someone who is emotional, very, very emotional in their head, constantly thinking about old cycles or what used to be, what y'all used to have. They're thinking about how to connect with you, how to party with you. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, but the issue is this person is not going to be loyal. They cannot be loyal to you, but they want to keep a cycle open. You know what I'm saying? Thank God for the cards that people been complaining about for years, saying, "Oh, you're not supposed to have that." I see why now, because now you're able to see why certain people want to come around. You can ask these questions. God will give you guidance and clarity on what you need to know. And whatever you don't supposed to know, God ain't going to tell you. So what I'm seeing here is someone's very, very hurt because you're in the Five of Swords energy, collective. It's not that you're in your ego, but when it comes to your plans and what you want, you're not going to mess that up for nobody. You're trying to stay strictly on your journey. All right. This came out with the King of Wands as well. So it's giving me that you're loyal to your visions, and you being loyal to your visions is not going to you're not going to allow anybody to get in between that. Okay, you know what you want, and what you want you're protecting. And so you got your sword up, okay, because you know what people are about nowadays. There are people who are very materialistic. They don't have no love in their heart. All they want is what they want from you, okay? And we're protecting our energy from people like that who only want to gain and not want true connections with us, okay? So with the Two of Pentacles, let's see what's going on here. Two of Pentacles, so someone could be wanting to, they want a new, I can't make this up. Someone wants a new beginning with you, but I'm feeling like it's over, or why do they, Spirit, clarify Clarify this Ten of Swords with a new beginning. What is the point of this here? It's someone who wants to hurt you to keep you in a cycle. All right? Someone wants to keep you in a cycle. Clarify this Ten of Swords with the Fool. It's a community. Page of Swords in reverse. Someone who wants to like mislead you and keep you in a cycle. Okay? Tell me more. Yeah. It's somebody, it's a group of people that are not going to work with you. They're not going to work with you. They're not going to help you. They're going to Spirit is telling you to like stay away from these people. Tell me more. Yeah, King of Pentacles, he's not going to be loyal. King of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me more. Chariot in reverse. These are people who want to stop your vision, okay? Ace of Swords. People that are going to mislead you. They're not going to communicate to you properly. They're not going to, they just going to leave you in a cycle. You're going to be caught up in a web with these people, okay? So you Eight of Swords, is someone going to keep you feeling stuck, okay? It is not a good idea, okay? So with the Ten of Cups, you'll be in a relationship with people that you're going to feel hurt by. You're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel betrayed, okay? So Spirit is like, you know, first off, these people aren't healed, okay? Look at this person. Someone stabbed them. This stabbed you right in the back or is planning on. If you take this offer, collective, be very careful about who you are dealing with in these times, okay? These times is not what you think, honey. These are not the times to just be like, hey everybody. You know, you gotta really protect yourself because I'm telling you, my bad, guys. Hopefully it start working again. So yeah, these are people that want to keep you stuck in a cycle. Okay? So make sure that you keep going. Okay? Clarify the Eight of Swords. What's going on, ancestors? Yeah, Queen of Wands. The thing is, if you connect with them, what would be the outcome if the collective connected with this person? Judgment. Ace of Cups. What would happen? What would happen? It's just going to be a lot of, you know, clarify this Five of Wands. You know, someone wants to come out of conflict with you, but you're going to feel trapped, okay? You're not, it's just, you know, be careful. Preserve your energy for those who matter. And, you know, you can give love without giving too much, all right? It's all on your terms, collective. This is your life, okay? So with that said, you protect your energy at all costs and don't just give yourself out like that. So clarify, therapist. All right, so you could be talking to a group of people. There could be people that you could be talking to. Clarify more. Yeah, people that want to connect with you. These are people who want to heal. People from your past. Clarify these people. Yeah, they want a new beginning with you. It's a fire sign. He feeling real low. Tell me more. He feels like, oh, okay, this person wants y'all to get counseling. They're trying to figure out how to get counseling or something like that. They've been talking to people about this. Clarify this Ten of Cups. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Yeah, so the Eight of Swords is people who feel like things will change if y'all like got counseling. Tell me more to heal. So they're talking about healing, but with the Ten of Swords, or this could be a couple that is trying to get counseling. They want to end what happened, and they want to better the new. Please come through. Okay, so yeah, I just feel like someone may be uninspired. They may not take action on this, okay? But someone really wants to do this. And so with the Sun card, is someone who's very depressed. Okay, they're very depressed. Tell me more. The Judgment is it's sideways. Like someone who's considering to make things to like evolve, but they don't know how to do it. Tell me more. Clarify the Judgment. Yeah, someone's in their head on how to balance. They want to balance things, make it better. So with the Justice card is, and the Ace of Cups is someone who wants a better opportunity. What are they going to do? They're definitely going to reach out, but be careful. This person's manipulative. They lie. Okay. Clarify this Hierophant. Someone could be lying in court. Clarify this Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant. All right. So it's someone who could be going through karma or bad karma because of a court, or what is it? Someone who's unconfident about court. Someone who could be someone could be having legal issues. Clarify the Tower. Someone who's trying to be strong throughout what they're going through. It could be dealing with a court situation that is causing them bad luck. What's the outcome with this situation, ancestors? Stressing. Someone's very stressed over a court situation. Tell me more. What happened? Someone who's trying to remain in control, but honestly, they're losing control. They're not able to manipulate their way into how they want things to like turn out for them anymore. It's because, can you make these people stop? This don't make no sense. Like, dang, like some of y'all really need to go heal. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like what I'm saying, then maybe you should go and watch another person that shakes their ass or something. I don't know what y'all want me to do on here, but if I'm not your cup of tea, go to a channel that will lie to you. Okay? Because that's just you. By now, you should know. You should know what I'm about. Okay? You should know what I'm about, and I'm not here to make you feel how you want to feel. Okay? I'm not here to sugarcoat. Like, I know you like that, but baby, over here you're gonna get it raw and rough. And if you don't like it, go somewhere else. That's all I gotta tell you. But what I'm seeing here is there's gonna be changes that happens that someone is very, very sad about. Clarify this. It's dealing with people that are not working together anymore. Okay, people that are not working together no more. Why they're not working together? Why they're not working together? It's because they're not cool like that no more. Okay, they're mad at each other. They're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm walking away. Tell me more. Yeah, they don't want to be bothered. They close out a cycle with this person. Who are these people, ancestors? Who are these people? Old friends. Who are these people? People that are people that were. Who are these people? People that were very messy. People that were angry. Clarify the Five of Wands. People that were confused. People that were messing with this fire sign man who was trying to heal. Clarify this. People that were in a relationship with this fire sign, this Queen of Cups. It's like information that's gotten out. People know the truth now. Okay, truth is slowly coming out that someone don't want to know, and it's someone who's trying to hold on to control as much as they can. For these people though, who is these people? People that are arguing, want to come towards you. These people are done with this person. What happened? What's this court situation about? What's the court situation? It's about contract. What about this contract? What about the contract? Someone's very, very worried about a contract or documentation that was given to them. They're trying to figure it's a toxic contract that they signed. Okay, so this contract someone's very worried about, and they are stressing. They feel like they're gonna lose a lot of money. They feel like they're gonna lose a lot of their belongings, their assets. This is someone who feels very low, and it's also dealing with like a relationship that someone feels that they're going to be losing, or clarify more about this connection. What's going on here? Yeah. Okay, so it's dealing with a either a marriage or a community that is very toxic. Okay, clarify. Things have gotten really, really out of control. Okay, and so they're trying to close out this chapter. They're like, I don't want to deal with this. It's not worth it. So I feel that this earth sign woman could be feeling like they lost a lot, but I do see what will happen with this earth sign woman. What's going to happen? They're going to walk away. They're going to walk away. Why? What's going to happen? It's someone who's not going to take the offer no more. They're closing it out. And I feel like this is a person that don't want to hold themselves accountable. What happened? It's someone's just trying to choose healing. They're trying to choose healing. Or what? Clarify this. What's going to happen? Five of Swords. They don't want no drama. Someone's just like, I want to heal. Someone's thinking about healing. They want to come out and tell the truth. They're like, you know what? They're trying to evolve. They're tired. So Knight of Swords is Six of Swords. Someone who wants to move along. They're trying to stay in control of their life. And I'm seeing here with the Tower in the reversal is someone feeling like they're trying to figure out how to change certain situations or what they're going through, because deep down they're in their mind a lot, overthinking about things that have happened, certain choices that were made, or like someone could be don't even have the right mind really. They're trying not to feel any hurt from what they've gone through, and they're trying to they're trying to plan and just try to make things better, because they're wanting to end with this community. With the Three of Pentacles, what are they doing? What are they doing? They're wanting to work with you now. Okay, they don't want to close out this cycle. But with the Six of Cups is in the reverse, so it's somebody who they're not gonna feel. It's just not the same no more. That's the problem. So it's like someone wants to end things. Someone's in their head about ending things with a certain community and trying to figure out how to come on back over there to you, collective. Someone found out that the grass wasn't greener on the other side, and so there could be a lot of like issues going on when it comes to someone going to be feeling. Let me look into this and see what's going to happen when this person leaves, or because I do see there's going to be a lot of legal issues that someone's worried about. I don't know what this is in regards to, guys. I have no clue who issue this is, but whatever is happening, someone's they're not really doing that well at this time. So let's see what's going on. Boy, I mean, it be grown people though, like grown people. It's sad. You know. I know, like our parents, they didn't know everything, but you think that the parents or the grown people would know better than this. It's like a lot of grown people be losing their damn mind. Grown ass women, grown ass men with egos, hateful energy that don't know how to let shit go. It's just like, come on now. But anyway, let's see what's going on, child. So what's going to happen when this earth sign decides to leave, ancestors? What's going to happen once this person's closed out this cycle, whoever this is? They're going to feel very shocked and heartbroken, because it's going to be a huge eruption. And I do feel like they're going to try to like stabilize themselves, but it could be a lot of pain that this person could be having because they're not going to be as confident as they want to be or as they thought they were. But I do see that this person will be working on themselves. They got a plan, okay? So what are they going to do? Clarify this. They're going to try to work on themselves and try to protect themselves from this fire sign. Clarify this fire sign. Clarify the fire sign. Clarify this fire sign. So these are clarify these people. Clarify these people. These are people who are planning what? What are they trying to do? Where do they go? They're going to like try to keep things going. What are they going to do? Eight of Swords. They're going to try to make things better. Oh, hold on. Three of Wands. What are they going to try to do? Seven of Wands. What are they going to try to do? The issue is the Justice came out in reversal. Clarify this Justice in reverse. These are people that are going to clarify the Justice. They're going to try to force their way to like do anything to keep a cycle open. These are people who are going to try to like either, what are they going to do with this Ten of Pentacles? People who are going to try to, they're not giving shit. Okay, I'm telling you, they're not giving shit. You're fully aware of that. These are people that are going to try to come around feeling they're effed up, okay? They're very effed up. But they're gonna be coming around acting like nothing is wrong, right? But they're not gonna hold themselves accountable for nothing. They're gonna be trying to connect with you and try to be your friend. They're gonna try to control or force things to move ahead, to gain like family, that family type of energy. But it's going to betray. They're going to betray you. You could be a mother. These people, they don't want to close out a cycle. They don't know how to let shit go. These are people that don't know how to walk away. They don't know how to walk away or let shit go. So be careful of these people, because I see them trying to like, oh, you call her, and you just say, like, the one that you're maybe the closest to, they're gonna be like, you call her, and you talk to her. I even see them trying to get kids involved in this. Clarify this Queen of Pentacles in the reversal. Clarify the King of Pentacles in the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's a child. Who's hurting, dealing with a bunch of toxic ass motherfuckers. You grown people, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself and how y'all act. It just don't make no damn sense. It don't make no sense. I'm very disappointed in a lot of grown ass people, especially you Masons, who claim to have such a I don't know, like the way y'all horrible. You know what I'm saying? You ain't right. You not. But anyway, it don't make no sense here. So let's see. Clarify this person here. So you're stepping into this King of Pentacles here. It's clarify this Three of Pentacles. These group of people, they know that it's over, okay? They know it's over. They're going to try to come around because they do want to work with you, but they're wanting to do it on their terms. They're wanting to control things. Clarify this. Yeah, they want to keep you in a loop, collective. They're wanting to control you. They want to control you, collective. I'm telling you, these are people that are not going. They're not feeling fulfilled. Clarify that. They want to come out the cold with you, and they're wanting to do it fast. They want to communicate with you, but you're going to have to figure out how to make some choices here, because these are people who are delusional. They're mentally ill. And they're definitely looking at their results, and they're not liking what is to come, okay? So this could be family or a group of people who call themselves family, who don't know how to communicate. Tell me more. These are people who want to continue to move forward without giving you true communication, all right? You're going to see right through this. They want to bring in, it's people that are emotionally manipulative. All right. So with the Lovers, it's like they want to connect with you. They're heartbroken. They're going through things. Okay. These people, they're grown. Okay. Half of these people, they could be in their 50s, 40s, 30s. They're grown as hell. And they're all acting like this. All of these people in this reading. Caught in cycles and loops, depressed, angry, mad, jealous, vindictive, got mental health issues. Child, go see a therapist. Spirit is telling you to see a therapist. Anyway, clarify more about therapists. Clarify more about therapists. Yeah, Spirit is like, this is water. It's this water sign. Clarify the therapist. King of Swords. This person is trying to look for ways to heal. They want to do better. Okay. So yeah, this person is wanting to do better in their life. Tell me more about this person. Five of Cups. Yeah, they're not telling their emotions. They want to hide. They want to hide their emotions. They want to hide their emotions. They're like, man, tell me more. Yeah, they do want to work on themselves. They're trying to, step into their power. This is someone who, clarify this. They want to lie about how they feel. They want to act like everything is fine when deep down it's not. The problem is there are people who are in their egos. They're in their egos. They want to look like they're okay, but secretly they're feeling really down. Instead of someone acting as if everything is fine, someone really needs to like talk to someone and say what's really on your mind, because the issue is you not walking away from what doesn't serve you or what someone no longer wants from you is going to cause you constant issues with yourself. Spirit is telling you need counseling. You really do. Okay? So King of Wands, clarify this. King of Wands. They know they do. They're fully aware. And I do see that this person could be trying to take action to do so. They're looking into ways to do it. Tell me more. Yeah, so they're trying to figure out how to pray to God as well, or how to gain a relationship with the Most High. This is a person who's feeling very uncomfortable with or feeling limited when it comes to God, or trying to figure out, like, God, where are you? Seven of Cups, clarify. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Yeah, so this is someone who's they're shocked about changes that are happening. There's a person. Clarify this Three of Cups. These are a group of people. Clarify these people. They're all cool, but the person they're cool with is a liar. Okay, this person is a liar, straight up liar, manipulator, and someone who is controlling, someone who is thinking of ways on how to manipulate, how to lie, how to still control or reach out to you and make themselves look away. Tell me more. Yeah, the thing is, there's justice going to happen. Okay, justice where you gain victory, and while that happens, clarify this. Their hope is to gain balance with a earth sign woman. Yeah, someone's trying to keep a relationship with an earth sign woman, a Virgo or someone, whoever this is. Someone could be feeling left out and trying to look for peace or something better. They're trying to hear good news. They're trying to hear good news. They're looking for new opportunities. They want better. Okay, and this fire sign, he's a liar. He's a liar, and he's trying to connect with people. What is he trying to do? What is this person trying to do? What is his goal? His goal always is to cause some damn conflict. He's full of drama. You know what I'm saying? So the issue is, how do these people feel about this person? They feel that he's toxic. They see him as a very toxic being. Tell me more. How do they see him? A person who don't care about nobody but themselves. A person who's lost a lot of their control or their mind, literally. And someone who's very heartbroken and don't know how to let shit go. This is a person who could be going through a lot mentally. They want to end this cycle with this person. They want to end a relationship with him. Clarify these three of cups. It's an earth sign who feels very insecure. She's trying to heal, or he or whoever this is Someone feels very insecure. Tell me more. Clarify this. It's an earth sign. They could be family with this person. Tell me more. Yeah, King of Pentacles. This is the one who's trying to gain control of their life, but deep down, they're stressing, they're worried. Someone don't really, they don't know what they're going through, or how things are happening so fast in their life. Things have gotten out of control. And this is a person who's been dealing with a fire sign who's very toxic. And people are realizing that they don't want to deal with this person. They feel heartbroken by this person. And so it could be, someone who I'm trying to see. I don't know why I keep getting why I get the therapist card. So ancestors, why is the therapist card coming out then? Why is the therapist card coming out? It's because these are people who are seeking information. People who feel like you could help them. Okay? You could make things better for them. Yeah, they're trying to figure out what to do because they're heartbroken. They got a lot going on internally. 7 of Cups clarified. Yeah, these are people who want to take action when it comes to, what they need to know. Clarify. It's a group of people. Okay? So these people, they're all coming out with this fire sign, or people from the past they want to be given to, but there is a cycle that's closed out. They know that this cycle is closed out, but what about the therapist? They may think you can help them. Yeah, they think you can help them. Okay, so yeah, they know they messed up something with a mother figure, or but they don't want to let go. These are people that know that it's over and they're still trying to control things. But the thing is, change is inevitable. So even though these are people who don't want change to happen, it is going to happen. And it's because you're not, just because, excuse me, someone feels as if you can help them. The problem is, if you want someone to do all the work for you and you don't want to do any of your own healing, that's going to be a problem. Okay, so start with working on yourself, and then then you'll get help. But some people, they've not even stood on half of the things that they do, because the thing is, if you're really about that life collective, many people will not be so worried about the consequences of their action. The thing is, you can get counseling, you can go to church, but it doesn't mean that you'll get healed. Okay? Just like you cannot buy class, you can't buy healing. You cannot pay for healing. Either you're going to choose a path and stand 10 toes down on what you chose and be okay with what you chose, or you're going to literally lose your mind in something that is really not for you. We know that a cat and a bird should not be mating, right? If you automatically know that, then you know that this path was never meant for you to go down something that was so evil and demonic, which is why you are having side effects to your actions. Okay? So your side effects are mental health issues because of what you're doing. So you think that you could just constantly cause conflict for somebody for no reason because you don't like them or you don't like their strength. Well, work on your strength instead of being a hating ass hoe, which is what you are. You know what I'm saying? You decided to jump on a bandwagon to cause pain and confusion for someone else. Well, stand on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really going to be about that life, be about it. Don't go home stressing after you do it and then start praying to God thinking that God is about to all of a sudden show up and bless you because you did a prayer, you said a sermon or something. Like, God don't care about that, because baby, just like I don't like people playing both sides with me, or anyone who's loyal would not want someone playing both sides with them. God is the same way. You cannot play both sides with God and think that you're going to be protected and blessed and all of these good things, especially if you're caught in your carnal nature doing horrible things to people that don't deserve half of the shit that you're doing. So you're gonna be 10 toes down with the mental health issues, that mental, that mindset that you have. That's the after effects of what you've done to people like the collective and myself. So stand on it. You sit here, you agree to something very toxic, stand on that. Ain't no healing for that. Ain't no healing for what you are choosing to be a part of. You can't get healing if you're continuing to do the same thing over and over again. It's impossible to heal somebody who is continuously doing what is hurting them. Just like, as much as I would like to help people who want to stay in an abusive relationship and get counseling in the for an abusive relationship, if the person is still abusive and is not going to change, how do you give counseling to someone who is going to still be the same? There's no way I or the collective will be able to assist you. If anything, stand on that. You want to be in an abusive relationship, stand on that shit. You will reap the consequences of your actions for being so weak and allowing someone to do whatever they want to you, drag you like a dog. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It's just like some people, they, it's, you don't want to listen, but it's hard to hear when you are trying to survive in something that first off was never meant for you to stand in anyway. Like I said, you've never seen a bird and a cat mate. It is not possible for that to happen. And if it did happen, there will be major consequences or side effects to that. Because many people are going to look at it like, what the hell? A cat dog? A cat flying? That don't, you know what I'm saying? That's just not normal. So for you to think that you could get counseling and still be toxic, still be in your carnal nature, no one can help you. Stand on that shit. Okay, stand on it. And watch you reap the consequences of your actions. While you're standing on something toxic, while you're continuing to do things that are very toxic, hateful, out of alignment with God, out of alignment with your calling, with your soul, because your soul is obviously not leading you in a direction that you're in. So you telling me your soul is this way and your ego is all the way that you gonna go follow your ego. Your soul is like, yo, I need you over here. The soul is not about to follow you. You need to follow yourself back. So baby, I don't care how much counseling you get, whatever help you get, you're not going to get. It may feel like, no. You just gotta be real. You gotta be real. You gotta stand on it. You gotta stand on it. And make sure you're very prepared for the future. Prepare yourself for the future. Whatever you put out is what you get back. Okay? And you're gonna have to deal with that. I know it's gonna make you upset. It's not good. You know what I'm saying? But for real though, Spirit is just like, does it really make sense what you're doing? Does it really make sense how you are praying after you do harm to people and thinking that you're about to be forgiven? Don't you know that it is a higher calling above you that will bring your ass down for everything that you are a part of, that was never a part of God's plan for you or the collective? We were never supposed to be a part of your hate journey and what you chose to be a part of. Why do we have to suffer because of you and your horrible choices. It don't make no sense. You know, be careful, because the thing is, it's like your plan, your contract is effing up the rotation when it comes to this damn life that we're supposed to be living. Why do people have to suffer because of your hateful, vengeful behavior? Stand on it. Stand on it. You know, you got to stand on it. So you want to mess with me? Stand on that. Stand on it. You messing with me is going to cause you a broken heart. You don't like how you feel after you do what you do, but you still doing it. Then you pray after you do it, thinking that God is about to sit here and coddle you, heal you, deliver you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, you know, now I'm seeing, like, people who say, "Oh, Father, forgive me, forgive my sins." My thing is, I'm trying to figure out, what do you be doing to have to do that so much? Not saying that I am perfect or I don't sin, because there are sins that I do that I don't even know about. But what I'm saying is, when you are caught in a cycle that is not going to benefit you in no way whatsoever, I don't care how much you benefit financially from it, you will not be able to, it's just not going to work. I don't care how much you get from it. So it's the work that you put into yourself. You know, what are you investing? Because what I'm seeing here is, it's just not beneficial to you. It's not beneficial. What it is toxic as hell. This shit is not normal. And whoever made it feel like it was normal is a liar. Okay? So with that said, Spirit is telling you to stand 10 toes down. 10 toes down on your choices. Clarify this devil. Yeah, the devil came out again. It's toxic. Someone's tied to something toxic. So what do they want? Why did these cards come out? Tell me why. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Because it's not worth it. It's all about materialism. Everything that you do in your life is because of money. The thing is, money ain't shit if you ain't got peace. So you telling me you're trading money in over your peace, where you're sitting here worried all the time. It don't make no sense. These people grown too collective. They're grown as hell. It's sad. They're grown. They're insecure. They're sad. They're depressed. They're heartbroken. It's like, how do you live a life like that each and every day? You are under judgment. You do know that. You're under judgment. You're not going to have no luck. You know what I'm saying? You sit here, you want to comfort somebody because of their confidence, because of what they chose, the life path they chose. Well, if you choose it, you'll be like us. But because you didn't choose it, you're not like us. You will never be like us until you get right with the Creator, until you get right with God, and until you be realistic with what you're doing, your choices. Because this materialistic mindset is not going to assist you in evolving in your spiritual life, because there comes a balance where you have to have, it's okay to be financially sufficient, but it's also balance that comes with that. You can't just think that you're about to, oh, I'm going where the money reside. Yeah, go where the money reside, but make sure it's balanced there too. Because you going where the money reside is only going to cause you to be in a very low energy where you lose yourself altogether. What will you not do for money? What will you not do for money? Or do you have any integrity when it comes to your body, your vessel, your soul, your spirit, the most high God that lives within? Find yourself. Find yourself. Because you lost it. Clarify the target ancestors, please. So, the issue is, there's some confusion on what you've either learned and what you've been prone to, what you've been accustomed to. Tell me more. Yeah, it's some confusion on what you gain, your opportunities. Okay, because the thing is, we want to look like it, but are we that? When you come up as a whole liar, someone who's emotionally manipulative, and you have to do all this for whatever this is, you're gonna be exposed. So this is someone who's being exposed. They're a liar. They clarify the 9 of Pentacles. There are some choices that someone's gonna make. Someone's heartbroken about choices that they made. So they've gained sufficiency here, and they're trying to be calm, but deep down, someone could be there. Someone could be in trouble. Someone could be in trouble or be exposed when it comes to like a court or legal issue. This is someone who's emotionally manipulative. Tell me more about this. Yes. So this is someone who's very impulsive, enraged, impulsive. Tell me more. This father figure who's a liar, emotionally manipulative, a liar. This person, he's shocked, okay, and he's very impulsive when it comes to why is he feeling this way? What happened? It's because of what he took action on when it came to financial stability. Someone wanted money so bad. This is all they thought about. You didn't think about nobody but yourself. You're not gonna have no luck in how you think. So you wanting to connect with someone could be walking away from you, or moving, driving, or riding away from you. Someone you were connected to a emotional manipulator. This is someone who is of authority. Let's see, who is this person? Clarify this person with the Judgment. Who is this person? A water sign woman. Who is this person, ancestors? Someone who's walking away. Yeah, walking away. What are they? Why? What happened? It's someone who don't feel like they have any more opportunity or no more options. Tell me more. What happened? It's dealing with reckless decisions that were made, and lies, a lot of lies. Someone who is trying to heal things on a lie. What are they trying to do? A group of people. Clarify the 3 of Cups with the Magician. Clarify this. People who want to they're wanting things to heal. They want things to get better. Okay, so what is the intent behind this fire sign? What is the intent behind this fire sign? The intent is to see how they can make things work out. But the thing is, they're not going to be honest. This is a person that's a liar. They're going to be in a relationship with you, acting as if they're cool with you, but they're not. Okay, this is a false relationship, a fake ass relationship where someone acts as if everything is okay on the outside, but inside this person's a liar. Okay, so be careful of this person, because they're going to be trying to come very strong. This person who uses their emotion to try to like um to try to betray you. Okay. um they want to work with you. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, it's people that gotten clarity. What are these people gotten? Tell me. It's an earth sign woman. What? Yeah, she's wanting to move on. Move on. She's mad. She's mad because of what she's gained. Knowledge she's gained. Five of Wands. Clarify the Five of Wands, ancestors. Someone who's confused because they're wanting to like, they know that they're under judgment, or they know that they're like, they know that they're going through issues because of what they've agreed to. Okay, so this person is trying to act like everything is fine, but deep down inside there's a lot of, it's someone who's very disgruntled, someone who feels inner tension. Okay, and they're trying to balance their emotions out, but deep down they don't know what to do, because they're looking or acting as if they're like winning, but you know the world card is here. It's like someone who has to end that. Clarify more. Yeah, the Hangman. So it's someone who is stressing right now. They're stressing and they're trying to look like they're, you know, surviving through what they're going through. This is a person that you're protected from, collective. Ten of Swords is, you know, just people who are feeling like they're losing their strength, their power. When it comes to, it's a Queen of Wands as well, who's feeling like she's losing her power. You know, people that are still trying to plan. They're trying to like get things to turn out how they want. But what are these things? What are they? It's a relationship that they need from you. Why is this so badly? Tell me more. Grown ass people, collective, making horrible decisions at the age of 50, 40, 30, 60. You know, these are 70-year-olds. It really just, it don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, I'm asking that you bring judgment down upon the heads of the wicked, those who are all about that green money machine. You know what I'm saying? Like, show them how, you know, things would be when they continue on with these patterns. It's like they're not learning nothing. Why? You know, it don't make no sense. Spirit, tell me why are these people? What are these people doing? Clarify the target. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They just want money. Okay. So the issue is someone wants to come out of conflict, but they don't know how. They want to do things on their own. They want to choose their self. Okay, this is a person who wants to separate themselves, but they're part of a community. Clarify this. They want to heal things. Clarify this. They want to work on things. They're confused on how to do it. It's like someone who's a liar. You know, they're strategic all the time. Clarify this. Seven of Swords. It's somebody who they're knowing that what they're doing is being weighed. They know. Clarify the Judgment. Most high, please. It's somebody who is wanting to have like a false relationship with you. Okay, that's the truth. I can't make this shit up. Be careful, collective. Somebody who is struggling to get this to happen. All right. So these are people who are working together to take action. You are the target, collective. They're wanting to heal things with you, but I just see you walking away. All right. Tell me more. Yeah, and the issue is people that thought they didn't need you are now wanting that now need you. Okay, secretly these are people that are fearing how they want things to turn out to be. The moon and the devil is people that are caught in very darkness, like a lot of darkness. They don't know what to do. They're trying to be strong throughout what they're going through, but they're heartbroken. Okay? So these are people who would like a relationship with you. They're watching you. They find you to be someone that brings a lot of financial stability or just abundance in total collective. Okay? So I want you to just, stay true to you, stay focused on your journey, and don't deal with these people. They're going through a lot. They don't know what to do. And honestly, you're not going to sit here and heal people that, first off, have not worked on themselves or have hurt you. Have hurt you. They went out their way to sign contracts that were not going to help them in the first place. Okay? They were never going to, the issue is they tried to stay in control or power. Things that they thought they were going to gain, they're not gaining. Okay, and it's because you are not dealing with them. The devil card is in the reversal. You've detached. Okay? And now you're looking for other offers. You're clear on what you want. You're not about to just take anything. Okay? So secretly, this is a person who is constantly obsessed in their thoughts, negative thoughts that are happening. This is a person who don't know what to do, don't know what to choose. A fire sign man who's very controlling, scared, nervous. Tell me more. The person who wants to reach out to you. Tell me more. This is a person that even wants to use a child to heal things with you. But this person's control issues, it's just ridiculous. God is protecting you. God is keeping you aware. God is telling you that God wants you to look out for the signs, because you're not going to know everything. But there are choices that you're going to be making. And with the 7 of Cups is confusion. Clarify this confusion. It's someone who's going to be trying to put things in your head, or it's communication that's coming out that someone has to weed through. Spirit is I need you to pay attention, okay? Because this person is a liar. They are a liar, okay? Tell me more. They're a liar. You're going to have to see through it. 5 of Wands is people mad at you, or maybe what I'm saying is cussing words or whatever. But someone's mad because you see through them. It's a lot of tension here. Clarify the 5 of Wands. Yeah, they want to heal things. They want to force things to heal. King of Wands here. People that are trying to plan. They've been, they're trying to plan to get you back into this loop with this family. They've been manifesting this, okay? So Spirit this is not your goal. Like I told you in the beginning, you are working on self-love. You are closing out cycles. You are ending what no longer serves you, collective. And if you go back, you're going to be caught in a loop. You're going to be caught in a cycle that you've already healed from. You've learned from. Remember, this is a game. Okay? This is a game. So let's just say, I want to tell y'all this. So I was thinking to myself, how when people leave this earth, okay, when they're no longer here, or let's just say someone is in a coma or whatever the case is for them, and they're speaking to the ancestors or God, and they're debating with God, God, let me get back in the game. I was so close, God, I almost finished my dreams and all this. And God's well, son, or well, daughter, I'm trying to get you on a new path because you pretty much finished that out. And someone's let me finish. Let me go back in the game. So, when the person, they come back and they're conscious again, they're back in the world, they're playing the game again. It's if you think about this cycle, what kind of game you choosing to play? Are you going to beat the game? Are you going to okay, what, if I deal with these people, it's more comfortable because I know them, but I know they get on my nerve. They cause all these issues for me. They're toxic. But you know what? Because I'm familiar with them, let me just jump back in the game. So you're choosing to jump back in the game to deal with something toxic. You like, you know what? I know I can deal with it this time. But every time, just like a game board, just like, like the Mario Brothers. I stopped at Nintendo. You know how like Mario dies, and you got to play again. Well, this time when you play, maybe the other player is going to win. So it's to look at it like a game. Like, okay, you know what? Let me try to beat this level. Let me try to beat this level. So you like, okay, so do I go back to these people that I've already learned the lesson from? I already won that game. I want to see what's on the next level. What's on the next level, God? Tell me what's on the next level. Let me get in there. So this is people who are strategizing to see how they can continue to play this game with you when you already won. There are people who are in their egos. They're like, you know what? Let's see if we can get the collective back into the game. Let's see if we can get the collective back into this karmic cycle. We need the collective. We really need the collective. But the problem is, collective, you've been through that cycle before. You already know, you've already experienced what you need to experience. So why go back into a game where you were getting beat up and abused and you literally had to crawl yourself out of a damn box where there are a bunch of crabs grabbing at your feet? Like you literally crawled your way out of a spiritual obstacle. So it's like, why go back to something that you've already defeated? So with that said, you won. I won. You know what I'm saying? Like, you won. So if you won, find out what's on the next level. All right? Is it the same person in a different body that you learned that, collective? Whatever the case is, Spirit is like, listen, you are the target. You are the main. You represent big character energy, main character energy, collective. You are main character energy at this time. At this time. So you being that, it will be crazy of you to deal with people from your past. You've learned to love yourself throughout them times, collective. You've given yourself a thumbs up. You don't need no validation from these people. You know, you done what you've been there, done that. Okay? Shit. You've been there, done that, collective. Why go back? Why? Why would you do that to yourself? Hey. Period. Listen here. We ain't going back, collective. You be a fool. I wish I knew the words. Period. That comes out when you move your lips. Collective. Listen here. You've been there, done that. Now I know this ain't the song "Been There, Done That," but what I got from the song, it's like I one learned all that. He talk. You gotta listen to this song. It's so real, but it's so, I don't know, like just the way he put it together. Just I wish I could break it down for you. But he said, "Y'all know me, still the same OG, but I've been low key, hated on by most these niggas with no cheese, no deals, and no G's, no wheels and no keys, no boats, no snowmobiles and no skis. Mad at me because I can finally afford to provide for my family. Got a crib with a studio and it's all full of tracks to add to the wall, full of plaques, hanging up in the office and back at my house like trophies. Did y'all think I'm gonna let my dough freeze? Ho, please. You better about you better about now." So basically, what I got from the song is Dr. Dre. He's pretty much telling you like, I don't need to do that no more. I've been there, done that. I did all that. I've gained, and even though he's talking about materialism, what I'm talking about is what we gained spiritually. Collective, we gained all of this, and we're still the target because we've learned to love ourselves internally. Okay, and so this is the problem. You're the therapist for people who are now wanting you to heal them. People from your past, they want you to come back. They want you to come back, and they're planning on you. They're plotting on you, collective. I want you to be very careful of what you're giving to. Okay, because these are people who want to come out of isolation with you. They want to make it work all of a sudden. But these were the very people who are being negative, who cause you a lot of difficulty. What I'm seeing here is that you went through the struggle. You're going through it, and you're getting through it very positively, a collective. If you let people just come around and do whatever, thinking a hey big head text, or whatever these people are trying to do when it comes to trying to get you into some sort of emotion that they want you in, you're not going they're going to get you. Okay, they're going to get you. The problem is, collective, you could be coming into financial stability. This is what you're manifesting. This is where you're at. Okay, you're very abundant, and there are people who seeing that for you. People are seeing that there's opportunity out here for you, so now they want to work with you. All right, now it ain't nothing wrong with working with people, but you want the right people working with you. Clarify the Three of Pentacles, ancestors. These people ain't loyal, worth nothing. Okay, they're not loyal. They're controlling. They're unfair, unrighteous, and with the Tower card is what you've already known. You're shocked about it. Maybe you're not no more, but you learn. It's like these people, y'all not cool like that no more. Okay, and they're mad, and so what? These are people who are wanting to get you in some sort of, I do see you got love, but it's just not the love that these people are willing to give you back. Okay, so with the Ace of Wands is, you're not going to plan to do this. This is not an idea for you. This will be bad news if you were to do it. Spirit's like, F that plan. What I want for you is for you to continue to recover, continue to heal, and gain clarity on your next your next goal. You've already gotten the truth, okay? And with this King of Pentacles in reverse, he's mad. He's mad. You know, he's ungrounded, unstable. And it's because, you know, it's someone who may feel they're just not feeling good because you're very stable. You're very stable emotionally. Okay? That's a problem for this person. It says, so what do you say to somebody you hate or anyone trying to bring trouble your way? Want to resolve things in a bloodier way? Just study a tape of NWA. One day I was walking by with a Walkman on when I caught a guy, gave me an awkward eye and strangled him up in the parking lot with a Carl Canai. I don't give a F if it's Carl Canai. No, I don't give a F if it's dark or not. I'm harder than me trying to park a Dodge when I'm drunk as fuck. But you know, this person is saying, like, you know, a person that hates you is always going to hate you, collective. Ain't no making up with someone who did not like you before. So for you to be cool with someone who ain't effing with you like that and ain't ever effing with you like that, it will be crazy of you. This person is not going to be consistent. King of Pentacles in the reversal is someone who doesn't follow through with what they're supposed to do. All right? And you coming out as the Queen of Pentacles compared to this person, not to try to compare, but this is someone who feels very awkward in their energy. It's sadness here. You know, they know they need to heal. Someone needs to heal. That's their only alternative at this time. It's not you. You know, that's the problem. It's not you. You're not someone else's savior. Someone needs to find God. You know, and as far as me, and you know, I know a lot of you may say, well, where does that stand with people who would like readings or would like assistance, friendship counseling? That doesn't mean that I can't help you. It's not up to me. Like, I could give you a word just like anyone can, but are you going to execute? Are you going to do what is suggested, or are you going to continue to stay in your ways? It's up to you. This is your life. This is your life. This ain't my life. This is yours. So, you know, I do care a whole lot about people, and I want to help as much as I can. If you are seeking friendship counseling or readings, dream interpretations, song interpretations, go to my website, collectivecode.me, and request one. But I'm all about that work. I'm all about healing. I'm all about holding my sister and my brother accountable and letting you know, like, look, this is what you need to do, or I suggest. It's not need, because I can get out of hand now. I'm a very good accountability partner, but when it comes to people that don't want to do the work, I cannot take a horse to the water and make the horse drink. You know, I can only do so much. You know, this is your life at the end of the day. So anyway, he says, right next to a humongous truck in a 2-car garage, hopping out with 2 broken legs, trying to walk it off. F you too, be call the cops. I'ma kill you, and then loud as methods. Hold on, we ain't gonna say all that. Me and Dre stood next to the burnt house with a can. I don't want to say that either. And I'm still loco enough to choke you to. Oh my God. Okay, we gonna skip that part. But y'all get it. Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say. Hold on. If it was up to me, you MFers stop coming up to me with your hands out, looking up to me like you want something free. When my last CD was out, you wasn't bumping me. But now that I got this little company, everybody want to come to me like it was some disease. But you won't get a crumb from me because I'm from the streets of Compton. I told him all them little gangsters who you think helped molding him off. Now you, oh, it says all them little gangsters who you think mold them off. Now you want to run around talking about guns like I ain't got none. What you think? I sold them all? I stay well off. Now all I get is hate mail all day saying Dre fell off. What? What? Because I've been in the crib. Oh, because I've been in the lab with a pen and a pad trying to get this damn label off. I ain't having that. This is millennium aftermath. It ain't gonna be nothing after that. So give me one more platinum plaque and F rap. You can have it back. So where's all the mad rappers at? It's like a jungle in this habitat. But all you savage cats know that I was strapped with gats while you were cuddling Cabbage Patch. This is so crazy because he like, now y'all got y'all hand out. You asking for all this shit, but you wasn't in there shooting with me in the gym when I was going through this. As a matter of fact, you was my main number one hater. Now you want to come around acting like we cool. You want to come around acting like, hey, big head. No. No. We ain't doing it because, baby, you was being fake. You was being fake. They were talking all this mess. You know what I'm saying? And look at you. You stay strong throughout the disappointment that people cause you, collective. Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. It's just a bunch of gibberish. And mother act like they forgot about Dre. They act like they forgot about the collective. Now they remembering y'all like, oh yeah, we need the collective. We need the collective. Collective. You know what I'm saying? These people, they betrayed you, collective. They had y'all, they had us down bad, with a bunch of burdens. And still do, we're healing from that. But it's like, you're not about to sit here and come around now that we're like done with the game. We cut you off after you did us bold, and all of a sudden, y'all act like y'all done forgot about Dre. Got the fool in the reverse. So these are people who made reckless decisions when it came to you, collective. All right, still planning, hesitant to come on through, trying to work on things, collective. People chose the wrong side. Seven of Wands, Ace of Wands. These are people who are really, really desperate, collective. Really desperate. The Devil card, okay? These are people, what are they doing? What's wrong with these people? They're secretly bound to a contract. Clarify this. There's messages coming out. It's a lot of talk. People who are so angry, collective. Look at that. They're so mad. They're mad about what they got a part of. They're like, it's a lot of information coming out about people complaining. Clarify the Eight of Wands. What are they saying? Got the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. What are they saying? What are they saying? They're saying like, they're trying to act like you're okay. They're trying to figure out what to do. They know that their actions are having consequences. Oh wait, no. They're trying to figure out how to heal from what they put themselves in. Okay? So these are people who want to heal. They do. They really want to heal. They really want to heal. and they want to walk away from certain offers. And the thing is, secretly, these are people who they took an offer secretively that blew up in their face. Clarify more. Yeah, they don't like what they gotten a part of. They don't like the deal. Okay, so make sure you be careful about what you're getting into, collective, because the thing is, the justice in the tower is showing me that there is justice throughout what people have done to you. Okay, you're going to be getting victory from this, because the thing is, this is new opportunities for you, collective, that are clean. You deserve that. Okay, Spirit is telling you to make sure that you read all the fine print. Okay, read all the fine print, and just be careful of what you're being a part of.
We are just in front of the house with fire. See all these flames going everywhere. News Channel 8. Playing babies in a Mercedes Benz with the windows up, when the temp goes up to the mid 80s. Calling men ladies. Sorry, not, but I've been crazy. There's a way that you can save me. It's okay, go with him, Haley. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move the lips. There's a bunch of generation motherfuckers out there, they forgot about the race. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got.
And don't fear none of this, collective. Don't fear their stupid fire. None of that. They wasn't thinking about you, collective. Don't give them What you think, I sold them off? They act like they forgot about the collective, y'all. All right. So what I'm telling you is, listen here. You won the first level. You won the first level. Congratulations, collective. Congratulations. You won the first level. Of course, you the target, boo. Everybody want to come after the collective because who you represent. You know, you are challenged. You know how certain men love challenges when it comes to divine women or people who like divine people. They find you to be a challenge because you don't break or bend for nobody. When you have a relationship with God, that's what you standing on, okay? And the thing is, people feel like you're free. You're free. There are people who feel restricted in their own body. Like, how do you have your own body and you feel restricted? How do you feel nervous or scared in your own body? You know, you got to learn to appreciate this vessel of yours because God gave it to you. Even though God gave it to you, there were certain instructions, ingredients that came with it. This is why we can't eat everything. This is why we can't hang with everybody. This is why we can't always be up in our ego. Because when you're in your ego, you get fleshy. And then you become too materialistic. It needs to be balanced there, collective. You know, some people, they got it wrong. They're like this. They're sideways. We need to be straight. You know what I'm saying? Upright with God. You know, God is wanting you to hang on to your rules. There are rules and regulations that must be followed with your vessel, or else you're going to be you're going with the wind. You'll never be able to like be seriously in alignment with the Most High if you are too flaky. You know, the problem is God wants you to, it's not like God is like, I want you to be perfect. God knows that God knows that you're not going to be perfect. Ain't no one perfect. But authentic is more of the challenge for a lot of people. And this is where God wanted you. Magnificently and wonderfully made is where you should be, on the lines of being your authentic self, never being in the energy of what someone else is doing, or this is your life. If it's your life and you should be in alignment with your soul, what way are you going? I don't want to be lost in my own body. This is my body. Why would I be lost in my own body? I'm not about to sit here and be lost in my body. Like, this is my vessel. This is the vessel, my only vessel. While you're on this earth, maintain it. Because there are times when I've messed up. You know what I'm saying? Still messing up. Eating horrible. You know what I'm saying? But you got choices. So with that said, the target is, people know you the big deal. You main character energy. This is your strength is causing pain. Your morals, your integrity causes pain for others. Where you're not going to be flip-floppy when it comes to your life and how you're living it collective. All right? You're going to be 10 toes down for yourself, because you'll never lose like that. You'll never be off balance like that. You'll always be in alignment with God when you are 10 toes down for yourself. You cannot be 10 toes down for yourself and you are very materialistic. It is very impossible. Very impossible. There needs to be balance with that, or else you're going to be too fleshy. Okay? Come back to center. Spirit is saying, I need you to reverse how you frame or think about life. It needs to be more centered. You have to be more centered, and you have to be very fulfilled in how you feel. Like, your wishes, your body should be like fulfilled. Like, you should feel filled up. Okay, you should be filled. Okay, this is the truth. Because there comes a time where your inner child is like, yo, like, I need you. How are you helping your inner child? You gotta really be in control of that, because if not, others will be. Okay, so it's a burden to people who, your clarity is getting on people's nerves. This clarity here is difficult. It's overwhelming, because there are people who've been lying to themselves, thinking that, oh, it's okay. No, it's not. It's not. Okay, and someone should tell you that. Someone should tell you that. All right, so it's a burden to people that they're not connected to you. Clarify this. 7 of Swords, Ace of Wands. Clarify. Ace of Wands with the 7 of Wands is like, Spirit is saying, protect yourself, collective, in the past. Okay, so we're breaking generational cycles.
Builders don't imagine a business.
Difficult cycles that are going to assist us in going up to the next level. Because again, self-love is legacy. If self-love is legacy, you cannot flake on yourself. Okay, and it's very, very unsettling to some people who don't feel it's sad when someone feels as if they controlling you fulfills them. Tell me more. Yeah, someone knows they need to heal. Someone is out of alignment with their self. You got to go find your soul. Tell me more. So yeah, someone knows that they need to make a choice to end, certain cycles that are not working out for them. So this is someone who's gaining clarity on, trying to stay in control. Like, someone's knowing what they're manifesting. They're manifesting their ending to become become what? What are they trying to do? You know, someone's sad. They're feeling unfortunate, but they know what they got to do. They know what choices they have to make. All right, they know they got to heal. They know they got to heal. Could be a water sign, an Aquarius. You know, this is someone who knows that they have to start giving to themselves, or, you know, being in fairness, you know, when it comes to taking action in their lives. Someone who is in this hermit energy, you know, you could be someone who's isolated, or, you know, reflecting. You could be making choices in your life, okay? Eight of Pentacles, ten of Wands. You know, this is someone who is, clarify this, Devil. Is you being protected by toxicity. You're protected by toxicity, collective. Okay? Don't forget to go check out my website, collectivecode.me, and make sure you put your email in there, and I'll send you out emails, guys, on my upcoming groups that I'm going to have, okay? So yeah, the Justice card with the Ten of Cups is you know, someone's trying to figure out how to gain a connection with you. They confused. It's someone who wants to, they're not going to be honest, okay? Just be careful. They're going through a lot, collective, and you going through enough. You cannot mix. It's just going to be difficult, collective. I'm just telling you, be careful, all right? Because, you know, we love hard. We love hard, but sometimes you got to protect your heart from people that don't get it this lifetime. These are people that will jump in the game and just be like, okay, I'm going to just jump in. Like, these are the people that move like this. These are the karmics. They're like people that move like this. Like, they're bobbleheads. And they just do anything. You know, they could be led to do anything. And, you know, it's just people that don't have the gall to be upstanding, because they don't get it. They're just bobbleheads, you know. And so I'm just telling you, you know, it's not trying I don't want to speak negatively about anyone, but there are some people who don't really, they don't understand until it gets like tight. It gets really, really, really tight, okay? But I don't want you to fear any type of issues. Clarify this. What is going on here, ancestors? Please tell me. Yeah. People are heartbroken about money, relationships, okay? Just protect yourself, collective. I'm telling you, it's just no good. And it's not trying, I'm not trying to be mean, but you come too far to go back, okay? So be careful. All right. So let's see. Yeah, Spirit is like, protect yourself, protect your purpose, keep going. Never be scared of a scare tactic, collective. I don't care what these people try, because the thing is, if you're going to go through this karmic, no, you know, first off, you come here for a reason. Every one of us came here for a reason. You're not here by chance, okay? This is not by coincidence or whatsoever. You're literally breaking cycles that people thought you'd never break. People are very shocked that you made it this far. You literally have snuck through these people's noses to get where you are. While people were playing in your face and taking you for granted, you were sitting there working on yourself and using the pain that these people have given you for your strength. So now that you've woken up and people are now going through a lot mentally, emotionally, they're now remembering what you brought. It's not by coincidence. These are people that heard the loud bell ring. It's literally like a loud bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, shing-a-ling-a-ling, shing-a-ling-a-ling. These are people who literally rang the bell when they saw that you cut off everybody. That ain't normal. When you cut off everybody, that's when people start waking up. They're like, "Oh, she cut off our main line." Like, I'm telling you, as soon as I cut off my old best friend, that's when everything start going. Like, things were effed up before, but it ain't. I'm telling you, I start recognizing things changing real bad for me in 2005. Like, I knew people were following me, but I didn't know how. I didn't know to what extent. Now it's horrible. Okay, so now it's so nasty. But before, it was normal. I didn't know how how what to what extent. But in 2025, I went to this someone intentionally got me into a car accident. This white lady, she stopped in front of me intentionally, real fast, just so I could hit the back of her car. And I just bought that car. Like, things were going really, really well for me. My credit was good. I just bought a home that I was doing the group home in, and I had two other homes, one other home I was gonna buy. Like, things were getting real good for me. And as soon as that happened, I started getting a lot of interferences. People start sabotaging my home, where I would you know people calling me on, I'm trying to rent the home out, and I'm getting fake calls. People acting like they're coming to see the home, connected to an ex that I found out. And I'm just like, dang, like, why can't I get a renter? And it's because everyone that I was trying to get to rent the home kept sabotaging it, kept sabotaging me constantly. So I found out when I went to this mechanic shop that there were lies being told on me. The man, he was like, you got HIV. And I was like, what? I said, excuse me? And he said, oh, nothing. I didn't say nothing, ma'am. And I said, excuse me? Like, why would you say that to me? That hurt me so bad. And then after that, I went to one of my favorite candle shops where, these people used to be my friend. Their son came up to me and grabbed me by my boob. And I said, what the F? Like, why are you touching me? Like, I should have socked the shit out of him. I went to the police station. I filed a police report, but, I didn't really execute it like I should have, because one of my old friends stated that, well, they were my friend. They were like someone I confided in with readings. They told me, they weren't going to do nothing. And then, like, I would get readings off of Etsy to see, like, well, what should I do? And the readers that I would get readings from, they were not responding. They were giving me half-ass information. Then they just stopped reading for me completely. And then it was just a lot happening, guys. Like, so much hate. It was like they slowly start secluding people away from me, or secluding me. So then after that, I was in the library with my daughter, and the kids that were in the library, they weren't playing with my daughter. The parents were like, don't play with her. Don't play with her. It was so evil. So evil. So my daughter, she kind of going through that right now, where it's just so nasty. I went to this event at the library, And when I tell you, it was about over 100 people there. Do you know everybody at that place were so mean to me? It was, when I say this most disgusting, I didn't know what was going on, collective. I was like, what the hell is this? And it's just like, once this starts happening, you start you don't want to get used to these types of experiences. But I knew, like, when God was speaking to me, God was like, what they want you to do is react. So I was like, okay, God, I'm not gonna react. Then the men start walking around with the babies in their hand, and they'll you'll see men walking up and down the street with babies, and they'll try to get me to, like, see that the men were taking the kids. Then that's when I'm going through all this stuff with the courts. Now, mind you, I don't have mental health issues, but they're stating that I do. Oh, you got you too many people are saying that you got issues, or you're arguing with people when you know it's not true. I pray that there be judgment upon the judge. You know what I'm saying? Because it's I don't care how much people want to play along with this bullshit. You know what the fuck going on. And honestly, I pray that the burden that you put on me by taking me from my kids is the burden that you're going to carry each and every day. I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because I love my kids. I'm a motherfucking good mother. And for anyone to just make some sort of harsh decision like that, for anyone to lie and break in my home, cause all the issues that they've done, took me from my kids the way you did, I just wait for your day to happen. Because I know things aren't going to be good for none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, it was a lot of hate. I don't give a fuck what people say. They don't know. You're not going to sit here and play in my fucking face. You're not ever going to play in my face and think I'm just going to go along with the shit. Because one thing I know, I'm not crazy. I'm not delusional. I'm very, very consistent when it comes to my brain. When it comes to my mindset. When it comes to things that I want. Okay? And I know when to walk away from shit when I see things are going to get hectic. Just like when I went to the library and a white lady was saying, oh, I don't want to talk to you, you because of how I talk to her. Well, first off, I'm talking just like this to you. So you telling me you don't want to talk to me. So basically you're pretty much looking like a little racist to me. You know what I'm saying? Because you think you're saying, like, what do you mean? Because I'm asking a question or something, like you sitting here trying to bring something, you're trying to make something more than what it is. When I'm telling you, I'm trying to talk to you in a very calm voice. Like, this is how I talk. So for you to sit here and say, oh, I don't like how you're talking to me. Girl, sit your weak ass down. I do not like weak women. You're a weak woman. If you can't handle what I'm saying, and I'm talking like this, I'm just speaking my truth, and you get mad because I'm telling you how I feel, get the hell on. So with that said, she's like, security. I said, you know what? Let me just get out of here because I see exactly where this is headed. So anytime it get little like that, I'm just like, you know what? Let me leave because I'm not going to be in jail for no reason. You're not going to sit here and try to put me or provoke me to be in no type of situation that I know I should not be in, especially when I'm not doing nothing. You're not going to do that to me. I refuse. So I will leave. I will leave. I don't mind losing an argument. I don't mind losing. I don't mind. Like I'll let you have it. You know what I'm saying? You can have that with your toxic ass. We all know what you're doing, and we all know what you're up to. And as much as you want to sit here and act like I'm crazy, we know who the crazy one is. We know who's anyone who's decided to do something so evil or like provoke me for no reason or be a part of something so wicked, I just see you for who you are. I then seen a white lady laying out on a bench, laid out. It was just collective. I'm telling you, it be so hateful. And it's just like, I can't believe how many people have jumped on something so toxic. I don't know. Like, I'm just praying to God that God switch this up, because at this point, I'm over it all. I mean, it's to the point where I've pretty much grown accustomed to how this shit is. But for anyone to try to split me up away from my kids the way this person has done, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, and there will be judgment upon your head. I pray to God deal with you. I pray to God deal with you. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It just don't. It's not right. It's not right. And honestly, collective, when you coming out as a whole empress, and someone wants to deter or strip you from who you are, what you work so hard on when it comes to who you are as an individual, someone wants to strip you of that, then that becomes a problem. That becomes a problem. Because first off, you are, you are a whole empress. And anyone that wants to talk about, those cards, listen here. This is a lifestyle for me. You will not sit here and disrespect me and my beliefs, my spiritual beliefs, and what I do for personal healing. This is what I do. Like, this is what I do. Okay, I've been doing this since 2018. I've assisted. I've read for people that were, excuse me, guys. I've read for over, I can't even tell you how many people I've read for. I worked on a psychic hotline. I've had beautiful. If I had the reviews that I had when I worked with the psychic hotline, I would tell you that. I would show you. But because I don't have my old phone, I can't give you that information. I maybe can. I have to look and see. I doubt it though. But I have had over 1,000 reviews of how accurate my readings are and how much I've assisted people. I've been doing this since 2018. Okay, so this is a lifestyle. All right, and if you don't. With that said, this is something I've invested in. This is something that I put a lot of work in. God has enhanced my gift. So for me, and for anyone who is spiritual or wanting to be spiritual, whatever the case is, like whatever God does for you, God is doing. But you will not make my gift or tarnish my gift and make it seem like it's the devil, because that's the only way you can explain something, because you don't know much of it. I would rather you go read a book, find out information, gather information before you come over here judging or telling me anything, especially for someone who's really, really done the work. I've healed. Something that many have not done. I've healed. And I'm still healing. You know what I'm saying? But with that said, when you've done so much work on yourself, and there are people here who are trying to like tear you down or make you look like something that you're not, lying on you as a mother, or all of that BS. I pray to God that you get the judgment that you deserve. I pray you get the day you deserve, the judgment you deserve. You deserve a hard life. You deserve a lot of difficulty in your life. I pray to God that you get the worst. You know what I'm saying? You deserve that. You deserve it. To mess with someone who's innocent, someone who minds their business every day. Like, I don't sit here, or the collective don't sit here going after people for no reason. You know what I'm saying? It's just like my life and the way that things have been for me. For anyone to sit here and say your life is easy or you had it easy, first off, go read my history. Okay? Ain't nothing been easy for me. Ain't nothing been easy for me. Okay? Everything that I've been through, I've earned. Okay? Ain't shit been easy for me. So while you sitting here trying to make shit harder, ain't nothing never been easy for me. Anyone who's in and out the hospital, I barely got to enjoy a lot of my life. I barely got to enjoy a lot of my life. And people are trying to block that shit now. After, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not did shit. I've not did half of the shit I want to do. So while people are sitting here saying, "Oh, you got it easy," ain't no way. How the hell do I have it easy? Ain't shit been easy for me. I've always been going through some shit because of fucking jealous ass, hating ass hoes. If it wasn't with family, it was with the church. The church people that I loved dearly and did almost everything for when they asked. The pastor was unappreciated, talked about. You know, I was ostracized in the church. Okay? I had no friends. I barely had friends. The friends I did have stabbed me in my fucking back constantly. Okay? So I ain't really had a break like that. Wasn't happy in my relationship. Felt forced in that. Felt I had to do it. A lot of things that I went through were possibly because of my choices, at times. But some of it wasn't, you know. I did choose to, have kids with, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are my choices. And I dealt with a lot of that. But for anyone to sit here and say that things were handed to me, ain't shit was handed to me. I've not really gotten to really enjoy my life. I've not gotten to have real fun like I wanted. Because it's always some BS that I had to handle. And being around fake love or people that really don't like me ain't fun at all. Especially when I have to question myself. Did this person like me? Is this, I don't, you know what I'm saying? No, I've not, it's not been easy. It's never been easy for me. Okay. I've just kind of tried to maintain through it. It only looked beautiful because of the house that a lot of the people, it was the house, and that wasn't shit either. That wasn't shit either. Trust me, it wasn't shit. All right. So don't sit here talking about everything was easy for me. Everything was not easy for me. I did not have an easy life like that. Most of my life, I was in and out the hospital. Then I was dealing with a lot of fake assholes who did not F with me like that. My mom loved me, but she was going through her issues. It was difficult having I love you. But we had a really difficult relationship. I literally had to get all the knowledge I have. I learned it with God through the hurt that I got through people and through the lessons I had to learn in my life for dealing with people that weren't effing with me. Okay? So while y'all sit here, oh, she got it easy, didn't know. No. Okay? Just because someone, you could still be in a, guys, y'all ain't gonna sit here. You're not gonna sit here saying nothing was easy like that. Nothing was easy like that. Okay, my life was not easy like that. All right. So I don't want to hear that shit. You're not about to sit here and try to drag me about something you have no information about. And then for you to sit here and make such a decision that is based on what you heard instead of the facts, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. All of the time that I've been a mother, there's always been people trying to interfere in me being a mother to my children, coming against me being a mother to my kids. Now people, they will say you are a bad mother so that your kids could get taken away from you, after being a wonderful mother to my children. I've done nothing but be a mother to my kids. So for me to be away from my kids all the way from January up until now, it's like 6 months, right? Do you know how difficult that is? I've never been away from my kids. So for someone to make a decision the way that they did off of what they heard and don't have no fucking facts, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm always going to be me. But you're not going to sit here and disrespect me and think that I'm just not going to say some shit. Okay? So anyone who's spoken about me and my motherhood and how I am towards my children, I'm a good mother. Everyone knows I'm a good mother. Everyone knows that I am someone who does everything for my kids. It was never one person doing one thing for the kids. That's how they wanted it to be. That's how they wanted it to be. Okay? And that's how they got it. And you can't do shit about that, right? So anyway, with that said, these decisions that people in power make because they can, it's jacked up. And just imagine if someone is actually, this was already a setup for this to happen, or let's just say someone did this and they were cool with the person or whatever the case is. Shame on you. I really pray that anyone who, let's just say, let's pray for let's just pray for those who are able to make certain choices that will cause certain effects in not only the lives of the parents but the children's lives. The thing is, if someone needs that much control and really wants to kick you out of the picture, you got to start looking at things from a more of another way. The decisions we make nowadays are, it's just people ain't right collective. And honestly, I am at this point where I don't know, like, I'm gonna just let God handle it, because if I handle it, I'm going to jail, and I don't want to go to jail, because jail was never made for me, which is what people want to do. They want to, but you ain't doing that, because I promise you, I will never let you do it. I will never react in the way you want me to react, because this is exactly the plan collective. These people, they toxic. They're trying. That plan is coming to an end. You're never going to be in a position where you literally end up in jail because of what someone is provoking. Like someone's constantly provoking you. Trust me. You hit me, I'm gonna lay right down on the ground. I'm gonna lay right there on the ground. I'm gonna fall out. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, I'm not about to fight you. I'm not about to, I don't thank God for the voice I have. You know what I'm saying? Because I could be out there like, I could do it. But honestly, what for? You know what I'm saying? God gave me this voice to talk the way I talk. People are intimidated because they think, oh, you supposed to be rah, 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 rah. No. I don't have to do that to get my point across. I can say what I say just like this in this monotone voice, and you'll clearly hear exactly how I feel without me having to go the extent of trying to be heard or seen or whatever the case is, But there will be judgment collective because these are very harsh choices that have been done to a lot of us. And I don't know what God is doing, but I'm going to tell you, you better play that game. Okay? You better play it. And when you playing it collective, I want you to beat the game. I don't want you going back to the first level. We're not going back to the first level. Yes, sister, you're not alone. You're not going back to the first level. Okay? So we're going to maintain our positions, continue to maintain in alignment with the Most High. And we're going to keep going. I don't care how evil these people get collective. Love overrides everything. Love wins all. So for people to think they can just come for you and just think they're going to get away with it, these people ain't getting away with shit. And they know it. That's why they're going through so much. How would you be so mentally stable while people are losing their fucking mind? You know people are effed up. Okay? Don't believe the hype collective. There are people who are actually very, very miserable because of everything they've done to you. Keep telling. I would love to hear your stories. I would love to hear what has happened to you. I've heard in the comment section when I was watching Divine Engineers reading, someone said, well, you never told us how you felt about it. Well, I'm going to tell you how I feel. When people do that to me, it really hurts me. It hurts so bad. It hurts. It's painful. It ain't fun. It is not fun. And I don't know why people don't understand that. But people don't have feelings. They don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? Because anyone in their right mind would know that the pain that they inflict on you is something that they will never want to be done to them. So if someone knows what, it's just like, that's why when I'm at, like, let's just say I'm at the grocery store and someone's in line constantly provoking me and they're like just doing shit to mess with me. Like one girl literally bumped me on purpose. Now I could have, got rowdy, but I didn't. I just was like, what's wrong with you? But I mean, how I people that do stuff like that to me, it's disturbing because it's like, my God, like, how many devils are there out here? Like, you either gotta be a devil worshiper, you gotta be hateful, a racist, and I'm like, it's so many people doing this shit. I'm trying to figure out, like, are all these people a part of an occult? Are all these people a part of this? You know what I'm saying? Because first off, you're never going to make me look like I'm insane. Because as much as you want to sit here and act like nothing's going on, you very well know that it's something going on. You want to sit here and play with my mind, baby. I'm not gonna be that girl. If anything, I'm gonna ride it out for Tyra Spalding, and I'm gonna stand 10 toes down for Tyra Spalding, because unfortunately she couldn't really handle the heat. But if she watched one of my readings 8 months ago, this young lady would have still been here right now. So for me to lay down for a lazy ass, evil ass, wicked ass bitch, you gotta be kidding me, baby. I'm gonna see what's at the finish line, because you got me effed up if you actually think I'm about to sit here and just say, I'm scared. No, I'm not scared of you. I don't care about your stupid ass fire plan or whatever you're doing. I don't care about your fucking accident plan. I don't give a fuck about that shit, because I know every time you mess with me, baby, it's gonna be even worse for you. I'm 10 toes down for this journey. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So if you ever think that I'm about to sit here and lay down for you, baby, I'm going 10 times harder. I'm ready. You want to wear red and black and try to put me in fear and all that shit, baby, I'm telling you it ain't gonna be good for you. You sit here, you want to play in my fucking face? I got family effing with me. Family. Do you really think that I'm gonna lay down for a lazy asshole that don't even know? I ain't gonna say that shit. You not about to, baby. Do you really think that I'm about to just let you, like you do to me, I'm gonna do to you? So the thing is, collective, what I do is the subliminals back. So let's just say someone. So first off, for any of the collective, what I'm working on, I've worked on, like, if you want to buy my t-shirts, I have t-shirts on my website that say every subliminal, it says the subliminals. So my shirts say your hateful subliminals will follow you home. Okay? The collective code. Your hateful subliminals will follow you home. Because my thing is, you sit here, you think you can freely just F with me and just get away with it. Everything you do to me will show up in your life. Okay? So keep playing with me. And let's just see how that work out for you. You know, you think the shit is funny. I am one person in this world. But obviously, if there's all these people coming for somebody, do you really think that it was by chance that everything just, you know, like, obviously I and a collective are very powerful people. If you look around, where are we mentally compared to a lot of these hating assholes? Baby, you will never bring me down. You are always gonna be effed up, effing with the collective. Okay? So with that said, collective, like, you literally worked on, like, I wrote books since that time. I wrote 3 books since that time. The Collective Code, the Collective Code Emergency Angels Kit, and I made 4 decks since then. I wrote the Collective Code Self-Love is Legacy guidebook, along with the Oracle deck that goes with that. I made this deck here. Throughout the time that I was going through all of that, like, ain't no one ever gonna call me a lazy ass hoe. I've literally tried to get a job and they fired me on my 3rd day of work for no fucking reason. You know, so while you want to sit here and call me a lazy ass hoe, bitch, I wish a motherfucker would say some shit like that. I'm the motherfucking Empress. I know who I am, what I bring, and what I represent, which is why there's a bunch of hating assholes who wish you could add up to what the collective brings and what the collective does. it will never be a day. You know what I'm saying? It be grown women who don't even want to look me in the eye, and I'm trying to talk to somebody, and I'm just, I'm conversating, because one thing about me is I bring so much love and peace. I represent that. So why would I sit here and be evil to anyone? I genuinely love people. But if you having issues looking at me, you don't even have to look at me. Like, I'm literally have to look away for people to talk to me. It's like, why is it so jacked up? Like, I can't even talk to people without people. Like, what is that? I'm not sitting here trying to be intimidating towards nobody. I'm open. Like, I really, really am open. But there are people, grown people older than me, that are like, and it's just like, ugh, like, God, why did you get me here? I didn't even know that people were like this. I did not know. I did not know collective. I did not know. So with that said, collective, just, be strong. I don't know, like, what's wrong with these people. These people, they're getting therapy from the wrong people. They need to find a healed therapist. I don't care how many big words you know, how many degrees you may have, where you worked, all that don't matter. If you're not healed, that shit don't matter. Okay? People literally lied about me, collective, in the school. It's just, it's so much hate. But I know for a fact that the people who lied on me, they're not happy. They're not content, and they're not doing well at all. But it's cool, So anyway, let's do the last card. It's the market. Clarify the market, God. Why do we have market? All right, the market is the clarify market. Clarify the devil. It's, people who would like to work with you. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. People who want to who are like, they're really burdened by, clarify this Three of Pentacles. People who are shocked, and they're very attracted to you. Okay, let's see. The Nine of Cups, karma returned to its sender. The Hierophant, Page of Swords, the Tower, strength. The Queen of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, the Devil, Nine of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Definitely consequences that are happening to a lot of your ops, collective, for choices that they made. What I'm seeing here is there are people who are having to be held accountable for their actions. You don't have to chase justice, collective. Justice is being handled. And like institution rules, ethics, traditions, or spiritual lessons. It can represent courts or workplaces, religious organizations, schools, or simply the idea that there is a higher standard or authority involved, seeing it twice emphasizes this situation may ultimately be handled according to established rules and personal emotions. People watching closely, collective. Changes that are happening, some unstable, may be exposed or forced to change, while the tower can feel disruptive. There is discernment in this energy because it's you representing the truth, collective. And someone's trying to hold on to money, and you're in this phase where there's like stability going to be happening for you, collective. Someone's in this unhealthy, so someone's very fixated and bothered by you, collective. It could be a group of people. It could be a group of people. But these are people who are facing certain consequences. And but you know, it's because there are people who are still trying to control certain outcomes, collective. But I'm telling you, it's like people that are so angry. You know, I'm sad, collective, because when school starts back, I'm not going to be able to see my kids off to school. You know, it's just I don't talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Thank you, Bella. And then what they do is they like try to like throw in your face. Oh, I got my kids. You know, it's real. When I say it's so hateful, it's so hateful. I ain't never in my life like people be running out the car to like F with me. It be so negative. And the thing is, you can't get them all, collective, because it's so many. It's so many. So what I've learned to do is just avoid it, and I just let people do them, because you can't yell at everybody. A lot of people, they're just they're mentally ill to do anything like that. Okay, they've been like will organize like certain neighbors to live next to you. They will they'll like they'll like plot little things, like they'll have people like this guy. He was riding on a bike and it said sacrifice on his shirt. He got off his bike and was yelling at me or whatever, and then turned around and was like, you know, to show me that the red meant sacrifice or whatever. Then this lady was laying out on the ground at the library. They like stage certain things, and then like when I went to the mechanic shop or whatnot, they'll have like a first aid kit, like everything is like red and black. So you'll see everyone wearing red and black, and it's just like I'm trying to figure out that everybody signed something to like do. I don't know, collective. But what I do know is like, thank you. Yeah, they do a lot of hateful things, collective, and I, I don't like saying I got used to it, but I've become accustomed accustomed to unhealed people that are a part of something that is so wicked. Okay, so people who get down with the get down, that's why I don't F with a lot of people collective, because if that many people are a part of something that's wicked, ain't no telling what the people around you are a part of. People that will lie on you, lie on your name, will want you to harm yourself or not, want to unalive you, or, because you just jealous. Go heal, boo. Go heal. That's all you need to do. If you heal, you wouldn't be worried about me and the collective. Clarify the market. So yeah, the market is clarified by justice, by changes that are happening, exposure, just changes. These are like, who is this? Three of Swords ancestors. Queen of Wands. A group of people. These are people that are thinking a little deeper now. They want to be connected to you, collective. But spirit, consumption is about choosing. Let me read it. Consumption is, the market is consumption. No. The market is self-investing. Investing, exchanging desires, market, property, a way with words, trust, self-worth, sales, merchandise, advertise, energy, exchange, shop needs, payment needs, treasure, personal efforts. So it's, transformation that could be happening, you investing in yourself, being very clear on certain choices that you're going to be making when it comes to your life. Okay, people being heartbroken because of choices that don't benefit them, collective, and you seeing through what you need to see through. This is an exposure that causes you to be calm throughout what you choose, because it's shocking. You know what I'm saying? It's shocking, but I do see there's like justice happening, so you don't have to worry about it. Someone's watching you. A group of people could be watching you, and they're like, clarify these people. A King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. These people, they're not doing good, collective. These people are not doing good. They want to come out of isolation with you. Tell me more about these people. Oh, they feel like coming out. They're very, they want to heal things, okay? Is it a good idea, ancestors, to heal? No. Okay, Five of Wands is just going to be confusion. Spirit is telling you to protect yourself. Just protect yourself, collective. Because again, these are people who are hurt because they cannot be loyal to you. All right? Anyone who has signed these contracts or were part of something that was very wicked, they can't be they cannot be loyal to you. Okay? So, that's the problem. You can't have as the collective or me. If you gotta be all like this when it comes to your connections, secretive, they want to work with you, but you cannot work with people who are always plotting, strategizing, planning, people that will eventually hurt you in the end. These are the very people that did that to you, collective. So be careful. So spirit is like, invest in yourself. When it comes to exchanging desires and your property. We want to talk about the physical body being your property. A way with words, trust, self-worth. These are, be careful what you say. Be careful how you say it. Um, pay, what is it? Prioritize your value. Like, spirit is like, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. You come first. Anything else with marketing ancestors? Yeah, these are people who are sad because of what they invested in. They're confused about what they've invested in. Like, someone got choices. They move too fast. They move too fast. Now they're wanting to manifest you. They want to heal things with you. They want a relationship with you, collective. You know, someone wants to work on something. They want to like see how they can manage it. But with the Judgment, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands is possibly a new opportunity, a new plan. All right, where the will be going in your favor. Yeah, someone's in charge secretly. They're working on it. It's a burden, but it's someone who's very angry. The Five of Wands with the Hermit card is someone who's angry. The Hermit and the Five of Wands. Someone who's mad about information they found out. Let's clarify this. Ten of Cups. Someone who's mad about a relationship. Clarify the Five of Wands, ancestors, please. It's someone who's feeling sad, feeling left out, okay? Or someone who's feeling left out. Someone, if this is not someone who's feeling left out, they're feeling very low. Why? Because they did something that was not righteous, okay? With the Judgment card. Someone did something that was not righteous. They did something that was not righteous. Now they feel that someone feels very messed up with what choices they made. This is what they're learning. Okay? So with the Four of Wands, someone could be in their home feeling like this, and they got choices to make when it comes to closing out this cycle. Okay? So yeah, that's what I got, collective. I want you to stay strong. Be 10 toes down for yourself. Because I'm telling you, there are people who are nasty acting. They're horrible people. And, I don't understand how anyone is able to get away with half of the things they get away with, which is what they're not getting away with. Trust and believe that there will be divine order. God is coming through, okay? I want you to just stay focused on what you do. God will not give you a sound mind going through all of this, collective, for nothing, okay? I want you to stay grounded because God prepared me. When things start happening for me like this, God literally prepared me, collective. I remember, I wish I can find the video I spoke on. It was me talking about the King of Cups and preparing to be grounded throughout a lot of the toxicity that will be happening. God was preparing me for, people that played on my mind, because I would get manipulated easily by people who were very manipulative. People who could get me out of my character and make me, feel unworthy, or make me feel like I wasn't in control. I literally had to write down, I would not overreact. I'm telling you, collective, it was a journey. But in 2020, when my mom passed, that's when all the crazy stuff really, really started happening. But when I've learned to, I just learned to be grounded emotionally. Like, I know God just really helped me with that. Ain't no way, because I'm telling you, ain't like, if it was back, or if things weren't like this to happen to me in 2000. What time is it? 4 o'clock in the morning? Wow. If things like that were to happen to me, like in 2018 on back, and I'm telling you, I probably would be in the crazy house. I probably would be. But thank God for God. Thank God for God. God is so good. Mm-mm-mm. I just ain't nothing. It ain't nobody but God. Okay? God is like, I'm going to show you how I can work with you by yourself right now. Ain't nobody but God. Because, baby, I wouldn't say my anger was bad. I would say that I only got angry when people were trying to hurt me. So I would go off and I'll be yelling like, yeah. But now I don't do that. I've learned to not do that. And the person that really used to provoke me really bad, they were really manipulative. And thank God I've mastered that skill, because there are people out here that will do that intentionally. And it's called energy harvesting. These people, they want a reaction. If they can get a reaction out of you, they win. That's what they feed off of. Your energy. Your energy is what they need. And if you give it to them freely, easily, they win. But we no longer doing it, collective. Thank you, Doe, for reposting. We're no longer doing it. Okay? So stay strong. You got this, babe. I know you do. I'm with you. All right? Guys, please email me. Send me your emails to my website. Okay? Don't forget to send me your emails. Hello at thecollectivecode.me. All right? Go buy the decks. I've done a lot of work on it. They're worth the price. Okay? One thing about me, collective, I don't just do something and just put it together. No, I take my time. This was all a vision, okay? This is the Collective Code Legacy Family Deck, okay? The Collective Code Family Legacy Deck. And it is a collection of decks that I have that come together that is going to give you the clarity you need, okay? By the clarifiers. The that deck is called If These Cards Could Talk, by the Angels Oracle deck with the guidance book. This deck is going to help you. I promise you, you're going to love it. It even has the Deuteronomy scripture on it. And I even, oh yeah, and by the Self-Love Legacy deck, that deck and the guidance book is going to help you. And it has every race in there, from Asian to African to black to white to Indian to Muslim to Arabic. You're going to see all races in that deck. It's for everybody. Okay? Go get the deck. Go get the book. Support me. All right? Please. I need y'all help. Help. You can get the deck off of my site. It's called collectivecode.me. Go to collectivecode.me and support me, guys. The decks, listen, they're not, they're a perfect price. Go get you a reading. Get you a reading. You know, I got a lot of things I can offer. I got t-shirts you can buy. I got tarot books, tarot readings. Get you one of them get you a dream interpretation reading. You know, my dream interpretation readings, they're good. They're going to be pre-recorded. They're going to be so good. And because they're pre-recorded, they will last you a long time. Thank you, Juicy J. Thank you. Please support the channel, guys. Support me. I need y'all help. They will help you, okay? Every one of my deck has a spiritual meaning on the back of it. This was not just thought out overnight. You know, I literally got messages from the Most High to create these decks, guys. This is not my choice. Or this was not just me, okay? These decks were made by God, God's help. So I want y'all to really support me. Thank you, Rustic. All of you, like, come on now, support me. I know the decks, they seem a little expensive, but I'm telling you, it is an investment for yourself. Thank you so much, Juicy J. Thank you, Delcia. Please, y'all, support me. No problem, Spirit. I'm single, celibate, waiting for divine kingdom. Amen, Cody. Yeah, support the channel, guys. Make sure y'all put y'all emails in there so I can send y'all mass messages. I want to send you guys my, when I have like the groups and stuff, I want to send them to y'all. Support, please. Thank you, Mary Lott. I appreciate that. Thank you, Delicia. I appreciate that. Yeah, support. I need y'all. Because nobody's bought the deck yet. Come on. I need y'all help. They done fired me 3 days in for no reason. Like, I really thought that things were about to change for me when it came to the job. They literally they took all the information from first off, they had me sign a document that said I cannot tell nobody if anything happened, can't tell on the company that fired me, can't post it on social media. Like it was already a set for failure. And then they said you can get fired at any time. You'll get fired at any time. Uh, do I have Apple Pay? I do. I do. Yeah, Apple Pay. Let me see. Hold on. I don't even know about Apple Pay. I wouldn't know how to. Oh yeah, I do have Apple Pay. But you gotta go on the website, girl. Go on the website. Y'all, I can't do my business outside of the business. It's like, come on now. You gotta do it the business way. I know I am a little bougetto, but come on now, y'all. Follow the order. But anyway, let's get some messages. I want a message from God. God, what you got for us? We need a message. The collective. We need your help, because, baby, it's a hot mess out in them spiritual streets, child. I'm praying for my sister. Like, I heard her story today, what she going through. I'm like, damn. I want to know, like, if you're on here, divine, I think it's engineer. I please tell me when did all this start for you? Everybody, like, if you've gone through this, tell me how long has it when it first started, and what happened to you. I like to hear a lot of your stories, so I know that I'm not alone too. Did they take your kids? Did your family go against you? What happened? We need to have a support group. When I wake back up, I'm going to buy. Okay, Juicy J. 4 years ago, okay. All my life out of the worst since 2020. Yeah. That's when it got bad for me in 2025. That's when it started getting real bad. As soon as right after my mom, I sold my mom's home, is that when all that crazy shit started happening. Because even though things were okay, I would say in 2024 things were a little bit balanced, even though there were still challenges that I was going through because they just kept messing with me. It was just, I don't even want to tell. I can't tell you the half, guys. I've literally, I work with one of the people on Fiverr. This person like literally erased a lot of my chapters out my book. So I've learned how to upload my own book, publish my own book through KDP now, where I don't have to depend on people from Fiverr to upload parts of my book anymore. Like, I know how to do that. If you want to learn how, let me know if you're writing a book, and I will help you self-publish your book. Okay, but you don't have to ask Fiverr to do that, because if they can like just erase messages out your book. And the crazy thing is, the guy who did it, he only got a smack on the wrist. Like, they didn't even suspend his account or nothing. But the person who helped me with my website, this person's been so helpful, so kind, and I don't even want to go into that. But anyway, let's get some last messages. Most High God, Mother and Father of righteousness. Most High God, Mother and Father of righteousness, I ask that you speak through me. Give me messages of clarity for the collective and myself. What do we need to know right now, God? We need you. Right now, we need you. In your name, I pray. Ashe. Thank you. Okay, God was like, stop right there. Okay, so I got 1 Kings 8:38. I'm just going to go one page over since it looks like it starts here. Solomon's prayer of dedication. So, this is Kings 1, 1 Kings 8:37. So it says, Then Solomon stood before the altar of the Lord in the presence of all the assembly of Israel, and spread out his hands towards heaven. And the Most High, the Lord God Israel, there is no God in heaven above or on earth below like you, who keeps your covenant and mercy, your servants who walk before you with all their hearts. You have kept what you promised your servant David by my father. You have both spoken with your mouths and fulfilled it with your hands, as it is this day. Therefore, the Lord our God, Israel, now keep what you promised your servant David, my father, saying, You shall not fail to have a man still before me on the throne of Israel, only if your sons take heed to their way, that they walk before me as you have walked before me. And now I pray, O God of Israel, let your word come true, which you have spoken to your servant David, my father. But will God indeed dwell on the earth? Behold, heaven and the heavens of heavens cannot contain you. How much less this temple which I have built? Yet regard the prayer of your servant and his supplication, O Lord my God, and listen to the cry and the prayer which your servant is praying before you today, that your eyes may be open towards the temple, right? the temple night and day towards the place of which you said, my name shall be there, that you may hear the prayer which your servant makes forward this place, and may you hear the supplication of your servant and of your people Israel, when they pray towards this place here in heaven, your dwelling place, and when you hear, forgive. So this is God saying, nothing comes before me. God is the master. God is the all being, the Alpha and the Omega. So any man before God, that anyone is trying to put in front of God, nothing comes before God. You know what I'm saying? So this is Solomon dedicating a prayer, letting first off, letting God know, like, I put you first is what I'm getting here. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. When anyone sins against his neighbor and is forced to take an oath, and comes and takes an oath before your altar in this temple, then here in heaven